we get to the bottom of the questions that, people want answers to here on this show, and all my life I've wondered, why is it Hardee's one place and Carl's Jr. in another? What's the dividing line? I know some people have...
You're not alone.
I know some people ponder more weighty questions than that, but that's the sort of question I ponder. Why is it Hardee's in one spot and Carl's Jr. in another? Well, I, of course, said it out loud during the break, and our boy here, Bart, gets to the bottom of it. What's the story, Bart?
You're so excited.
I am.
That's awesome.
So, Carl's Jr. is the elder company. It was founded on the back end of a Carl's
on the back of a pickup.
A Carl's drive-in restaurant. That's why this is Carl's Jr.
Ah, well, that explains everything.
Yeah.
And
it's like the son of the drive-through restaurant.
Yeah, and so Carl's Jr. started. That was on the West Coast in California. And then Hardee's opened on the East Coast. In 1997, Carl's acquired Hardee's for a paltry $327 million. And there is a dividing line.
Well, why is there a Carl's Jr. in Tulsa?
Because Oklahoma is Carl's country.
That's what everybody wants to know.
Oklahoma's Carl's country. The dividing line is more of a diagonal across the United States. Montana, Wyoming, the Dakotas, Kansas, down to Arkansas, Louisiana. That's Hardee's country, and east is Hardee's country.
Okay.
West of that is Carl's Jr. territory.
I'm not the only one who's wondered.
The Chuck and Bo Show on demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Catch up on all 3 hours with the podcast version on Spotify and Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
What would you tell Razorback fans now about where they are positioned to compete in the SEC?
Yeah, the investment that we have committed to make, and it's from the university, from the top down, from the system, the board, from the top down, it is going to put us in a position where we can compete to win SEC and national championships. I understand how important the success of our football program is to the health of our Department of Athletics, to the health of our university, and to everyone across this state, and we're going to get it right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Bart, I'm just going to tell you, they were asking about you. The moment we landed in Tuscaloosa last night, they wanted to know where that Bart guy was. I go to Coleman Coliseum, set up the equipment last night. Where's that Bart guy? We want to talk to that guy. Mm-hmm. They know about you.
He's put himself out there. He has. Good morning. He got into it with the league office yesterday.
I know he did.
Okay.
SEC office.
Well, got into it,
I mean, it's a loose term.
Yes, it is. It can be applied in a lot of different ways.
He sent an email.
Yeah, and he got a response.
Yeah, he did. A professional email can do that. Yeah. And it's not from just anybody. It's not just some Joe Schmo off the street. It's from Bart off the street.
Wow. Executive producer.
Executive producer Bart from off the street. Our next assignment for Bart is to go visit with Mick Cronin. We'll get into this.
Yeah.
But Mick Cronin has officially become the biggest jerk in college basketball, and that's
He's a
saying
quote machine.
That's
He's a quote
saying
machine,
a lot.
Though. He's a quote machine.
Well, he mistreated someone yesterday.
I agree with him on this one, though.
I don't agree
with him.
I don't agree with the way he handled this guy, but we'll get into it in a minute. I mean, you can answer a question however you want, but how you treat someone as though they're beneath you and that you're more important is something that he definitely feels, and a lot of college coaches do. They do feel like they're more important than anybody else trying to do their job. And that's one of the and I don't want to put everybody in the same boat. And I want to play this Mick Cronin stuff before we get into it, so I don't want to do it just yet. But there is an issue in college athletics where coaches think they're kings because they've been treated as such by so many. And then they come to believe that they actually are the king. And so, they don't really abide by just sort of the same, I don't know, basic principles in life of just, treat others like you would like to be treated.
Decorum's, not something some of them are big on.
They haven't really had to be. How is Tuscaloosa, Chuck?
Well, it's exactly as it was the last time you were here. Nothing's
Have you seen Charles Bediaco?
I have not seen Charles. Now, of course, I've not been to the classes here, and I know that's what he's doing right now. He's in class and going to the
probably 6 a.m. class.
I'm sure he was at the library last night. And that's
till
why
late.
We didn't cross paths.
What time's the library close? Has anybody checked the hours on that? Were you
know.
outside the library waiting for him when it closed?
That's funny. No, I was not. I didn't make my way over there, but I heard that he might be there.
You are on campus, though.
I am
you're
on
not
campus.
far from Coleman Coliseum.
Well, I'm just right across the street, as a matter of fact. I can see it from my room.
Does
Looks
it
like
feel
a big
different?
Airplane hangar.
Does it
Looks
feel
like a big airplane
Does it
hangar.
feel in it? Can you tell the difference of the feeling of campus? Just being on campus, like if you go out and you just breathe in the air, does it feel different that Saban's no longer there?
I don't know, but it is, when you roll into town, and we're here for a basketball game, and I think it's going to be a great basketball game. But, football's king here. You drive by that stadium and Bear Bryant Museum, and every street's named after a football hero, it seems. And, it's a football town for sure. But, no, I haven't had a chance really to, to move beyond where's Bart with a lot of the folks. So,
yeah, I know. So Bart, do we want to get into this right out of the gate here today? And by the way, I hope everyone had a safe Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
Hope you made it through. It seemed to me on the way in this morning, same time every day. I don't know. It's around 5:30. When I'm pulling in, and the traffic was greater today. There was more traffic this morning than there normally is at that time. And I saw I don't know if it was suspicious activity, but there were a couple of things that made me wonder if I should stop and go back. And then I realized, I got to get to work. And I hope nothing bad is happening. By the way, what am I going to do? Pull in, flash my lights.
Stop that.
And
Stop.
Yeah, it started this morning. I'm about to leave the house, and I hear a car alarm going off. The difference with this car alarm is it was moving. It was driving down the road while going off. And that's not a really good sign.
That's not great.
I don't think I've seen that before. Have you? Have you seen or heard, have you been in a position where there's a car alarm going off? We've all heard that. But then it's moving, it's coming closer to you,
yes.
and then it goes by like an emergency vehicle
Yes,
would.
I have seen that.
Did you have the same thought I did? That's stolen. That's a stolen vehicle.
Yeah, well, that crossed my mind. Yeah.
See, I would have thought that's an old guy who doesn't know his car alarm works.
That's fair.
That's what
fair.
I'd have thought.
We don't have time to mess around with turning this thing off. We got to go.
Yeah, 20 years ago, I'd have thought, man, that car's stolen.
I went all the way to the grocery store. It went off the whole time I left it in the parking lot. The whole way back, it's still going off.
Yeah.
Could somebody come turn this
That
off?
could be
for
me.
me?
It
Please
really
help.
could. I'm not going to lie
Please
to
help
you.
me.
But I don't know, Fat Tuesday. I was like, what? Then I had to remember, it was Fat Tuesday last night because this morning felt like one of those odd full moon kind of more. I don't know what's going on out there, but I'm just telling you, there are people moving about, and I'm not sure they've just gotten up.
I think people were just
I don't know.
I think some people were just getting in.
I don't know. Isn't Fat Tuesday by definition like the day that you get it all out? And today you start anew.
Well, today's Ash Wednesday. And
Yeah.
so you had to get it all out of your system last night.
Yeah. Taking it all the way to daylight.
Yeah.
Not midnight, daylight. Well, anyhow, we got a
Good for
basketball.
them.
Yeah,
Good for them.
That's
More power to them.
Yeah.
we got a basketball game at 6 tonight. I guess Carter Knox and Isaiah Sealy are both listed as out.
Yeah, neither one of them is going to play. Isaiah was shaking up in practice this week, from what I understand. And he's here. He's not going to play. Carter's got just kind of what he's had, that knee issue. And so, they're going to have to go with it's back to where they were.
Yeah, it's a big game for both teams. But
Well,
for
it really
Arkansas,
is.
keeping pace, and one game back of Florida, and we know that big game looms a week from tonight in Gainesville.
This is a big seeding game tonight, not just for Arkansas, for Alabama. I mean, if Alabama wins, they pull even with Arkansas. We're going to have a log jam up there. So, it's a big, big game for both teams. And I think it's going to be a fun game to watch. I mean, both teams get up and down the floor, and it'll be full tonight in there, and it'll be a good time.
So you got Knox and Sealy out. Bart has received a response from the SEC office. We'll get into that. The game's at 6 o'clock, by the way, tonight. Bart, we encouraged him. We begged him. Actually, we begged him to go to Tuscaloosa. We begged him to go to Birmingham and then Tuscaloosa.
They thought he was coming.
I mean, I think it's a bit, I'm going to be honest, a missed opportunity.
Yeah, well.
You got the whole Razorback basketball team there that has your back. Starting with Chuck. I mean, Chuck was – I didn't even put that in my mind yesterday that, we were going to send you to the league office. Chuck was already going to be there.
Oh,
he would have been right there. He'd have driven.
Yeah.
He would have waited in the car.
Yeah,
but he would have driven you there.
Yeah.
Gotten you back safely.
Mm-hmm.
And you come back to the car.
And
I've given you 15 minutes, and I'd have driven on.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Standard rule.
That's Chuck's motto, period.
Been there, done that.
You want to go to the mall? Yes, I'll take you to the mall. Sure.
15 minutes, I'm leaving.
Park you right over there by the Dillard's women's department. I'll be out here for 15 minutes.
That's right.
It's like an Uber driver. We'll wait for a couple of minutes. And then not only will you start getting charged, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then he could have taken you, to Tuscaloosa, back, to the campus, and you could have gone looking for Bediako. I mean, he can't be hard to find. He's a tall guy. How many former G Leaguers are walking around the Alabama campus?
Well, who knows?
I'm just going to throw this out there.
Wow.
He might not actually be on campus. that might just be something they were saying.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I mean, who could tell? I do find it a bit irresponsible by the Alabama media. Like, I need a report on Bediako's well-being.
Is he getting enough to eat?
Yeah.
Is he getting
what
enough
is
to
he?
eat
Is
now?
he? Are they still feeding him? Is he getting to work out? Is he still flying private? Does he still have a nutritionist? I mean, the things that Nate Oates brought up, I mean, were about, when the decision was on the line, and now that the decision has been made, is anybody caring for this young man? I mean, sir, it's a fair question.
It is,
and nobody's asking it. And I feel like I'll champion that cause. Like, can somebody give me an update on Charles Bediako? All the updates were there while he was, up for continuing on the roster, while he was, his eligibility was in question. All the concerns and all the updates were there. And now that he's been, set down, nobody's saying anything about the
Well,
guy. It's sad.
It's the same way here. They've moved on. He's not part of the team anymore, so they've just moved on.
It's 6:13, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Glad you're here. It's Wednesday.
I know this is an audio medium, and I shouldn't just shake my head, but words fail me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Chuck and I have been doing radio our entire lives. We've been doing shows like this our entire lives. But I feel like we've been having these same conversations for 30 years, Chuck. And it is basically, how do we win at football?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, Ryan Silverfield did some talking yesterday.
He's got some
press
ideas.
Conference. He's been doing some things, and we're going to get into that too. We got the coordinators. We got Silverfield. We'll hear from Kenny Payne on the Alabama game. I saw that John Rothstein, the basketball expert. We look at John Rothstein as the basketball expert because it's his entire life. I mean, it is literally his entire life. And it doesn't stop when basketball season ends. This guy just eats, drinks, sleeps college basketball, period. Arkansas can make a statement tonight on the road against Alabama. The Razorbacks have the talent to make a deep run in March Madness, but have yet to beat an elite opponent in a true road setting. Fun 40 minutes ahead in Tuscaloosa.
I'd agree with that assessment. I mean, I think he's spot on. I think it is a big opportunity for Arkansas, and I do think it's going to be a fun 40 minutes. This is going to be a game of runs. And when you watch tonight, Arkansas is going to make a run, I suspect, at some point. Don't get too excited. Alabama is going to make a run. Don't get too upset because it's going to be that kind of night. I don't think an 8-0, 10-2 run, I don't think that's going to be uncommon tonight. I think both these teams play that style. You don't want to be on the receiving end of very many of those, obviously. But Alabama averages just under 92 a game, and Arkansas averages just under 89. So here we go. I think it's going to be that kind of game, and I'm looking forward to watching it.
Cal said yesterday, in talking about the NCAA tournament, or I guess it was Monday night on your Cal live show, which, by the way, do we have the kudos that Chuck got from Chuck Martin? We got to hear that today. Have we pulled that? Oh, yeah, we got to pull that. That's got to be in, like, opens and rejoiners and all kinds. I mean, that's got to live on. Well, it's not every day, Chuck, that you get the credit you deserve.
Well,
you know, I mean, seriously.
He was just ready for the show to be over.
Well, I thought he ended it with a bang. Chuck, complimenting Chuck is the way you should end any show.
Yeah, well, he knew how to make friends. That's what I said.
He is a connector. You ask Chuck, what are you? I'm a connector. I connect people.
Chuck Martin is a really exceptional guy. I mean, in all seriousness, we talk about Cal, and Cal's exceptional. But his staff, that is a top-shelf basketball staff, and they are respected among NBA circles, college circles. I didn't really understand that, frankly, until he got here. It's a big staff. I mean, there's a lot of folks. But all of them are highly respected basketball people.
They're also respectful in the way that they handle and treat people.
Very professional.
Yeah,
very professional.
It is, you know, it's no surprise that, you know, Cal would have those guys because they fit
and Cal
what
is
he's
too.
about.
Cal is
Absolutely.
too.
They fit what he's about. Hey, by the way, we got to remind you, tax season's here. It's coming up quick. And H&R Block wants to help you get it done. They've been in business for 70 years, so they must be doing something, right? You can grab an appointment or just walk in and know that you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back at an H&R Block near you.
We got a lot to sell, Chuck.
Oh, you do?
And we got you.
Well,
I
don't know about that. Believe me.
Yes, let's give it up for Chuck.
Yeah,
let's
there
go.
We go. He knows how to make friends. He knows how to make friends really fast. We'll see you next week.
Let's give it up for Chuck.
Yeah, there we go.
Here we go. Best of the business right here.
I love how he comes back to it. That's a good recall. Quick recall.
That's a coach that wants to talk about anything but himself and his team right then.
We don't want to talk anymore about Alabama.
I know how the game works.
We don't want to give them any more. But Cal did say that you got to hold teams under their average in the NCAA tournament. And you got to try to score 80, you know, and hold them under their average. And if you can score 80 most of the time in the NCAA tournament and hold a team below its average, you're going to win. And so tonight, a little bit of that is on display, even though it's a true road game. Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. I don't know if anybody will be there for Alabama as far as fans go. They'll all be either, you know, raising, you know, money with a bake sale for Charles Bediaco, or they'll be at church.
They'll be serving him food, you know, making sure he's eating well.
It'd be great if he was sitting courtside tonight in one of those expensive seats.
You know, we were over there last night, and kind of like our situation, they've moved the broadcast, you know, the broadcaster's off the floor. And so we're up in the stands. We're a lot higher than we are in Fayetteville. And, I mean, we are right in the middle of these people.
Ooh.
And I don't know what it's going to be like tonight.
That's a new position there for you?
Yeah, it's a new position. And this is the first time that, like, we've been embedded with the opposing fans the way they are at our place. I mean, we're going to be right there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, Z, I mean, when he starts this they're leaving stuff, they're going to be able to hear it because they're going to be walking right by.
Yeah, if he does
so,
that.
If he does that, if he's talking trash at the end, if we have a good night, you know, I'm just going to want to get out of there.
Yeah, I wonder if Z's going to get into it with any fans.
Between Z and Bart, let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah.
I've had to say, I didn't say it. It's not me. I mean, I've had to say that a lot since I got here. I'm not the one.
I wish Bart was there, but he's not. And we'll get into the response that he got from the league office. We were talking about Coach Cal, the way that his staff treats people, the way they're respected around the country. By the way, I was kidding. That will be a raucous crowd tonight. That will be lively in Tuscaloosa. This is a big game
may be
for
there
both
tonight. Saban comes to a lot of games. I would imagine he'd be there.
Yeah,
tonight.
it'd be the kind of game for sure that you would expect
Stars will be out tonight.
Him to be at. All right, Mick Cronin. I'm ready to just sit down with Mick Cronin and just be like, man, just can you be a decent human? First of all, he ejected his own player last night. Okay, he threw his own player out of the game. So I watched the video of this foul, and guy's going up for a dunk. His guy comes from behind and makes a play on the ball. They call a foul. The guy dunking.
They call a flagrant foul.
They call a flagrant foul, which I didn't think was a good call. But I guess when you're up in the air, I don't know. They come from behind. But he hit the ball. I mean, he's making a play on the ball. It was not an egregious foul, at least not by my estimation, and apparently not yours either, Bart. But here's how it played out. Mick Cronin grabs his player and throws him out of the game. Like, I've never seen this before.
Long cross-court pass. We'll get a free run for Cooper. He gets fouled hard from behind by Jamerson, and Cooper gets right in Jamerson's face because of the hard foul. Jamerson stood his ground. Now remember, Jamerson, a student here at Michigan State. Mick Cronin says, I want you out.
Yeah, Mick is sending
Wow. He ejected him from the game. Wow. Like, embarrassed his own player. Didn't stick up for him. And like he had done something awful, like Grayson Allen tripping somebody. It wasn't that. It was. I mean, we see this in every game. I mean, or all the time.
Yeah, he went up to make a play on the ball. Like, he clearly was trying to make a play on the ball. He was not trying to cause any sort of harm or injury or anything like that. The contact was mostly up top. Yeah, I mean, in a situation like that, you get him a little bit with the body. That's why there's a foul called. But it was not a malicious play. It should not have been a flagrant foul. It was just a common foul. I thought the Michigan State player overreacted and should have gotten a technical foul.
Well, Mick Cronin, I think, overreacted.
Well, Mick Cronin definitely overreacted.
And I think Mick Cronin is becoming, if not already, unhinged. And after the game, the UCLA head coach is standing there talking to reporters, and this conversation went down.
What was your thoughts in the student section chanting Booker's name?
I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section.
I just meant the overall the way that you
I would like to give you a kudos for the worst question I've ever been asked.
Did you like
you should take it.
The preparation of the...
Do you really think I care about the other team's
No, I don't
section?
think you care about the other
Are you
team.
raising your voice at me?
No, I'm just...
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Come on, dude.
No reason.
Come on. Yes, you are. Everybody's standing here listening to you. Everybody. This is on camera. They can hear you. I answered the question. I could give a rat's ass about the other team's student section. I coach UCLA. I don't care about Michigan State students. I mean, who cares?
All right. Mick Cronin, that is such a jerk move.
He is so frustrated right now.
They're 1-5 in East Coast games. UCLA going into the Big Ten has created massive problems for them and everybody else on the West Coast. It's a horrible decision, other than the money. You're putting your athletes in terrible positions to go play like 3-hour time zones away, and the travel schedules are nuts, and it's hurting UCLA and other teams out there. And Mick Cronin's not handling it very well. But my problem with him in this exchange, first of all, like the student section or the crowd gets talked about all the time. I mean, it's part of the game. You're on the road. If the student section's chanting somebody's name on your team and you ask the head coach about it, it's not a stupid question. Like, it's a fair question. Regardless of how dumb the question may or may not be, Mick Cronin talking to him like that, condescendingly giving him an award for the worst question he's ever asked, and then asking the guy if he raised his voice at him, is Mick Cronin saying, I'm in a position of power and you suck, you little media guy, get out of my face.
Yeah, when he said, are you raising your voice to me, that kind of changed everything for me.
I mean, that is such a lack of common decency for somebody else doing their job, and I don't like it. Like, somebody needs to say to Mick Cronin, who do you think you are? Oh, you're a college basketball coach. Oh, you make a lot of money. Oh, you've won some games. So that makes you better than me. You jackass. Shut up. You're not.
I just hear when everything he says right now, this is not the first time he said something fairly quotable after a loss. I just hear frustration in his voice. Having to go back east and play all these games from the West Coast. I'm going to be honest with you. He's saying a lot of the things I thought we might hear from us. I mean, I'm just going to be truthful with you. Not the disrespect to this guy, but the frustration of the season. This has really been hard on these West Coast teams. So I hear frustration in everything that he says. Now, let me say this. You know this, Bo. Bar, you guys know this too. When an opposing coach brings his team into Bud Walton Arena, in the post-game press conference, there's always going to be one or two guys that ask him, well, what'd you think of the Bud Walton Arena crowd? What'd you think of the Razorback student section?
Yeah.
Now, when you've just gotten beat by 20 points and somebody asks you that, you want to answer the same way Mick Cronin answered. That's what you want to do. I would want to. That's exactly what I would want to say. To me, where Cronin crossed the line was he said, "Are you raising your voice to me?" And he kind of bulked up on him. Got big on him.
Tried to intimidate him.
Yeah. Now, let me say
Tried
this,
to embarrass him.
Now, all right, let me pose you a question. Does Mick Cronin remove his player from the game if he's coaching against anybody other than Tom Izzo? I say no.
Yeah.
I think
agree.
it's the Izzo factor. I think it's the Izzo factor. I think he thought he was he knows he's not Izzo.
Yeah.
And I'll submit to you that he doesn't do that against any other coach except Tom Izzo.
I think you got a good point there. And to me, I agree on the answer. Like, I don't have a problem with the answer. A coach can answer a question however they choose to answer it. It's when you look at somebody like they're beneath you and you treat them like that. Like, you have shown me all your cards. Now, if he comes back today and apologizes for it, says I got frustrated and I got to have, a better handle on my emotions, even though it's tough doing interviews after a game, I'll respect that. But just because you're a coach, like you threw your own player out of the game for making a play on the ball. What would you have done if he had the kind of emotional reaction you did on the floor, yelling at the student section, for example, or some other comparable thing? You would say you've got to handle your emotions better. And some of these coaches, it's like they get a free pass because they're a coach to say and do whatever they want. And I think it's disgusting.
Well,
and I think it's what leads to narcissistic moves that think, oh, I'm never going to get in trouble. Oh, you ask yourself, well, what were they thinking when they did something like that? I mean, none of us are above that. And when they get treated like they are, like they're above it, it just sort of grinds my gears because first of all, without the media, you have no dissemination of information to people. And believe me, I know we have lousy media. I know we can be lousy. But everybody's trying to do a job. And unless they're being unprofessional in doing their job, when you treat them like your job is more important, I'm done with you. And Mick Cronin looks to me like he is coming unhinged, and this isn't the first incident this season. Like, get yourself together, dude. Be a grown-up. I mean, really, be a grown-up.
Anyone who's worked in a company with an HR department, and I used to marvel at this when, I was in that building every day, it's the only place in the world you can talk to someone like that and get away with
incredible.
it. It is the only place in the world where you can talk to someone and say some of the things that are said and not get written up.
And the manipulating tactics and the fear and all the it's incredible. I was scared this guy to death.
It is. It's human psychology at work, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's something to see.
It kind of reminds me of Bart in that email he sent to the league office.
Hey, they got right back to him, though. That was impressive.
This guy was professional.
And
you were treated as a professional. Now, we don't like the answer, but we're going to get into that when we come back. It's 6:33, Chuck's in Tuscaloosa. The Hogs play tonight at 6. Good morning.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. Chuck has thoughts.
I'm going to have some coffee and let you guys roll for a while. This is going to be good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone, and they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment, backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
I don't know much about new items, really. I mean, I go to the store. I see lots of things that baffle me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You just said it. Alabama's one of the most potent offensive teams in the country. The way they shoot threes, the way they get out in transition, the pace of their offense is hard to simulate. The way they pass the ball to each other, two dynamic guards with other players around them that can really shoot the ball and score the ball. Our thing is to just be solid. They make contested threes, they make tough shots. They're going to do that. But we want to see if they can do it for 40 minutes. That's our game plan.
It's Kenny Payne, the Hogs on the road. Chuck's in Tuscaloosa. DSI is always on the road. Distribution Solutions Incorporated. They're always looking for professional OTR drivers. They know their drivers by name. This is a company you're going to enjoy working for and working with, because that's how it's going to feel. Like you're part of a family, part of a team. They know downtime's important. They know vacation time's important. They know benefits matter. They know you matter. And that's what they're about at DSI. DriveDSI.com. Check out their website, The Chuck and Bo Show, and The Morning Drive, driven by DSI. Brent, I apologize. Is he still? Brent's on hold, and I just forgot all about him. Brent, good morning. You're on The Chuck and Bo Show.
If I didn't love you guys, I would have hung up.
It's my fault. I'm just, I'm just ranting about Mick Cronin and humans and stuff, and here you are.
Bo, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I could not have. I got three. Can I make 3 points today real quick?
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's find
That's
out.
A full bag.
Let's
That's
find
a full
out.
bag, Brent. Go for it.
I want to tell you, Nate Oates, he needs to take a communications class at the University of Alabama, because he has the worst press conference I've ever seen in my life. He looks so uncomfortable at the podium. He's moving, grooving, and shaking all over. If I was getting ready to play the Razorbacks, I'd be shaking too, baby, because it's coming down tonight.
Right. That's the first point.
And Chuck, you need to make sure you have Z tied down tonight, okay?
I know.
Because you're up there. You said you're going to be up there amongst them, as my papa used to say. He's going to be amongst them.
I will be amongst them. Yes.
You don't know what that man's going to do. I'm just going to tell you.
Well, he's on his own.
I want to know, in Bart's answer back from the SEC office, did they say that we're in a conspiracy with Mark Curls to keep Darius Acuff from getting the SEC Player of the Week? Because that's all it is. He's aligned himself with Mr. Glistening. I believe that's the guy in charge of basketball.
Garth.
Is that correct, what you said yesterday?
Garth Glissner or something. Garth, what's his Garth something? Garth G. Garth G. Brooks.
Well, he doesn't know anything about basketball. He's not making sure.
SEC. Garth Glissman. Garth Glissman.
He's not glistening much, I'm just going to tell you.
He's the associate commissioner for men's basketball at the SEC.
And you know, I know.
Looks like a fine fella. He's wearing a tie in this picture and everything.
Well, you know, you won't ever get a response from Greg. You know, you won't ever get a response from Greg Sankey because he's running all the time.
Yeah, well, CEOs aren't going to. That's not their job. They got guys like Garth running this league. And Brent, I'm glad you brought it up. You mind if we get Bart's response from the league office?
No, can I? You can hang up, but I won't.
Well, no, we'll listen. We'll leave
we want your
on.
response.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We want the immediate reaction.
Stand by. So, Bart, you sent an email to the league office. Set this up. You essentially want to know why Acuff's getting Freshman of the Week honors instead of Player of the Week honors. Player of the Week's a more distinguished honor. We've decided. You've decided. The freshman is just kind of like, he's a freshman, so we're going to give him the freshman award.
It's like a junior award.
Yeah, I wanted to know what the criteria was, how it's determined, that sort of thing.
Because you think he's the best player in the league. I mean, we probably all agree that he's the best player in the league and should be up for Player of the Year
certainly.
All right.
Most certainly.
So you sent an email to the league office.
I did.
And you said, hey, what the hell's going on here?
Well, that's not quite what I said.
Paraphrasing a little bit there.
Taking some liberties with the email. But
I used AI to polish it.
Basically, I asked how the award's determined. I used Acuff as the example, this week when Xavier Lee was the SEC Player of the Week, despite averaging 9.5 fewer points per game. And also wanted to know, can a player win Player of the Year honors without being a Player of the Week? So that's the setup.
All right, here comes the
response. SEC Players of the Week are determined by an internal committee of individuals who administer basketball in the conference office. The committee only considers the nominees that are submitted by the schools each week. A number of factors are taken into account when determining weekly awards, in addition to statistics, including the strength of the opponents played during the week and the magnitude of games. The Player of the Year award is voted on by the coaches, thank goodness. Nominees for Player of the Year are submitted by the schools near the end of the season.
All right. And your thoughts on the response? A very well thought out and professional response.
I appreciate the response.
Unlike Mick Cronin,
right?
That was a nice response.
It was
professional.
I appreciate the response. I'm glad to know the Player of the Year award is voted on by the coaches and not some committee made up of people unknown to mankind. We don't know who's on this committee. There is no transparency. It's
could be anybody.
It could be anybody. It could be a couple of guys they found on the street outside the league office.
I think they're all in the office.
Maybe so.
Probably something they do in the break room.
They administer basketball.
Break
I don't really know what that means.
We'll do that. Let's go with that.
Look, that's not the proper way to determine who a Player of the Week is. Clearly, because they're not having a successful time.
What do you get if you're Player of the Week?
I think you get a plaque or something.
You do?
Or
a
certificate or something.
I think you get
a certificate. You get a
ribbon. You get a can of corn. I don't know. What do you get?
I think you get a certificate.
Brent, your thoughts on the response?
Yeah, what'd you think, Brent?
The SEC office is a windbag of rhetoric.
Rhetoric. It's all rhetoric.
That was strong.
Good gracious. Break it down and let's just break it down. They get their people to that vote on Player of the Week. They go down to Tuscaloosa and get 6 people from Dreamland Ribs, from Dreamland Barbecue. Okay, that's exactly how they do it.
It is.
He
while they're gnawing that piece of white bread, they're going, what about Acuff for Freshman of the Week?
Hey,
they have a lunch. That's right. Yeah, that's probably what they have a lunch.
I hope it wasn't Herb Benson,
right off.
The man that responded to you, because I would expect more from a Catholic high graduate.
Well, Herb is the guy that is the external communications operator.
Chief responder.
Yes, for the league office. And
First responder of sorts.
I thought he said it well. What I said is, man, they really have the market cornered on transparency. Yeah. I mean, and really, let's be clear. It's not that big of a deal.
No.
But it is another example of, like, nobody knows exactly how they come up. I mean,
right.
he told you how, but it's like we
don't really know.
We don't really know. It's like the playoff committee. I'd like to know how people voted in the room.
I mean, I think at this point, Darius Acuff could average 40 points a game for a week with 10 assists and still not get Player of the Week.
Brent, thank you. We got to take a break, and this whatever we call it will continue here on Ash Wednesday. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors The Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors The Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we were going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork. When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age, with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnomcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
This is not interesting. It's just interesting to us.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. I will confess, I've reached the point in my life when my main goal every day is to get home. So once I'm there, it's going to take quite a bit to get me back out.
The Chuck and Bo
Well,
Show.
if you're thinking about putting a friendly wager on the game tonight, Oaklawn Sports is the app you want to download. If you haven't yet, new customers earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Bart's been looking at the line. He's in the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. And if you're going to go on Oaklawn, you can get Arkansas at a value tonight, Chuck.
Yeah,
Really?
I think so. The Razorbacks 4.5-point underdogs in this one, plus 155 on the money line. The total in this game 183.5, which is absurdly high for a college basketball game.
That's a lot of points.
Lot of pace, obviously expected in this one. Something that I think does bode well for the Razorbacks. Alabama, not a team that goes on a lot of big runs. They don't go on a lot of like what they call kill shots, like 10-0 runs, stuff like that, stuff where you really bury the opponent. Arkansas is the team that goes on more of those types of runs over the course of a game. Playing on the road in a matchup with a lot of pace, I think that favors the Razorbacks in the matchup. I think they can get hot, they can get on a run, and that can cause some problems for the Tide tonight. I like Arkansas.
Chuck, I know you're there, and you're going to call the game, but that analysis was pretty insightful.
I do think there's going to be runs tonight, though. I do. I think it's going to be a game of runs. Alabama's better in this building than they are on the road. I think it'll be close. That's an interesting line to me.
Edward has a thought.
The total is over 180 right now,
Yeah.
which is insane for a college. That means we're probably looking at a game played in the 90s.
Yeah.
Which is
it's
a lot of points.
I thought that was pointed out earlier. I do think, because you didn't have your headphones on, but I do think your point about
Thanks.
I was thinking, did Bart just say that?
Oh, did you? Was
Then
that
we all
included?
agreed to say that's a lot of points.
It's like Groundhog
But you
Day.
did
I
say
must
to
have been
wait until
somewhere else.
Alabama gets up and then hammer
Yeah.
the money line.
Hammer it.
Don't do it early. Wait till you get even a little more value.
Pascal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Pascal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopascal.com today to schedule your service. And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Pascal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like walk-ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mangarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes, and now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
You know, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo show
Some
is.
moments
You just
call
show up
for
and
more
have
than
coffee
just a
with you.
win.
The
They
Chuck
call
and Bo
for
Show.
Unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending, to running a small business, to helping your kids learn more smart money habits, or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I didn't know, I gotta admit, I did not know that Paris Hilton shared a birthday with Michael Jordan.
45 years old. She looks so young.
So does Larry the Cable Guy.
Does.
Yeah.
Wow.
Same age,
what
too.
A group. Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
Ed Sheeran's only 35.
Would you believe that Michael Jordan and Larry the Cable Guy are the same age?
Also, it just seems like this is bad timing. It's unfortunate for cauliflower that it's National Cauliflower Day on Fat Tuesday.
Yeah, I wonder if that was by design.
That's kind of a bad break for cauliflower.
Bad beat.
It feels like to me.
I would not want to share a day with Fat Tuesday, especially if I was
another healthy food,
a tasteless vegetable. going up against King K. Fat Tuesday.
You haven't had fried cauliflower?
I was going to say, Chuck, you strike me as somebody who's never had cauliflower buffalo wings before.
Yeah. I've not had those. I've had cauliflower mashed, not mashed potatoes, but mashed as though they were potatoes, and that's not bad. Cauliflower's okay.
It's important.
I was making a joke.
Yeah,
I wasn't attacking. I was not attacking.
I don't think big cauliflower is coming for you.
Cauliflower's going to be pissed at him. I was just kidding.
Big cauliflower.
Big cauliflower's all over me.
He's just offended cauliflower.
I know. All the cauliflower eaters out there coming for me.
With all due respect.
Yeah, with all my respect. Everything else I have. I'm good with cauliflower.
Tasteless vegetable. Respectfully.
Well, you put a little ranch dressing on it, it's not bad.
I'm not sure I've ever heard you apologize for a take before, quite like that.
Well, I realized very quickly. There was like, I could see all the health food freaks coming after me.
Oh, golly, man.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
The judge in Alabama deserves a medal. A medal for stepping up saying, you know what, this isn't right. This isn't right. We can't do it. Greg Sankey stepping in to say, look, the other three commissioners or four of them should get together and start making statements when these cases come up. Because you can't have a guy that's on his second marriage with 3 kids playing against an 18-year-old.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, let's turn on the Chuck and Bo Show.
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I wondered when Cal said that if it would have any impact on the game tonight. Like
he's going to get booed.
Yeah, he's
going to get booed.
It'll be well known that he said that, and that's okay. Coaches are always trying not to have, as Nick Saban used to say, roadkill. Where they say things that have unintended consequences. But I appreciate when coaches give us, honest answers, because there is a thing where they're trying to be guarded and not say something that's going to, add fuel to the fire, motivate the other team. But I appreciate what I know Bart appreciated what Cal had to say when he was on the show last week that the judge in Alabama deserves a medal.
I wonder if that guy will be at the game tonight. What do you think?
Probably sitting courtside.
No, but the guy that recused himself probably will be.
Yeah, he's a hero.
Yeah. 6 o'clock tip tonight, ESPN. Jimmy Dykes, part of the broadcast team, and he'll join us at 8:30. It's 7:03. Chuck's in Tuscaloosa for the game. Hey, Ryan Silverfield talked to the media yesterday. The coordinators talked. We learned a few things. But one of the things Silverfield was asked about was the departure of Clint Trickett, the quarterback coach, who is on his way to Maryland to be the offensive coordinator there. Trickett's 34 years old. He had taken the quarterback's coaching job at Arkansas, and he was an offensive coordinator last year at Jacksonville State, and now he's taking that role at Maryland. So they've lost two coaches, their defensive line coach and their quarterback's coach, before we even get to spring ball.
Trickett's part of, the Saban tree, actually, the old West Virginia tree. And Loxley's part of that tree too.
Yep.
And so
Mike Loxley.
That's the connection right there, and that's why I'm sure even at this late hour he decided he needed to go. That's a good
hard
position
to blame
too.
somebody.
No,
for
you
taking
can't blame him at all for that.
It's not a lateral job. I mean, it's an OC job.
No, that's right.
And Hobby went to the NFL, so that's also.
He's going to be a Big Ten offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So, no matter how you slice it, that looks pretty good when you're not even 40 years old yet.
So both of them, I guess, left for promotions. Hobby, the defensive line coach, went to the Indianapolis Colts. Trickett's going to be the OC at Maryland. Here's Silverfield's response.
For me, I want people that are dying to be here at Arkansas, that love what we're about. They're going to be bought into the way we do things. And if we stay status quo, so be it. I've been pleased with what Coach Cottonsmith will do in that room and feel very comfortable moving forward, and we'll see what that looks like.
So you've got a situation where they have an assistant defensive line coach already. I'm sure they'll go out and get a quarterback's coach, but two coaches have left. Silverfield also went into kind of what they've been doing in the offseason, Chuck. And I thought, look, I read stuff like this, and when you've been doing this as long as we have, and Chuck maybe even a little bit longer, you've seen a lot of things said by new coaches. And you have a tendency to just become cynical or look at things like, yeah, whatever, let's see how this ends up, when they start playing football. Because in the offseason, a lot of great things are happening, right? Like the offseason is just full of great things happening. They're killing it in the weight room. Yes, they're out of weight rooms. The leadership is amazing. And then they go out there and they, fumble it 38 times. Yeah. And so you don't ever know. But I do think Silverfield explaining his intent of what they're doing in the offseason was good. And all you have to go on now is what they're doing now. But they've got these, they create these teams that compete against each other for all kinds of points, like on and off the field. Everything from how you're doing in the weight room, when you showed up, was anybody late, did you miss a class or a study hall?
Where do you park?
Parking in the right place. Are you doing any community service? And they team like different positions. Now they do a snake draft like Edward and Bart do in their fantasy football leagues, and they pick players. So you get team captains, and then they pick players, and they've got different positions in each of these teams. And the idea is to bring them together, for an off-season togetherness. I don't know where they came up with the names of the teams, but Rack City, Hog Team 6, Hog Warriors, Watch Greatness, Work Till We Die, and the Silverbacks are all competing. Who's your favorite?
Creative name.
Who's your favorite team of that?
I'll pass.
Yeah, Rack City.
Rack City's catchy.
Hog Team 6, Hog Warriors, Watch Greatness, Work Till We Die, and the Silverbacks.
I'm going Rack City.
Work till I die.
We die. Work till we die.
That sounds incredibly dystopian. I don't like that at all.
I think the play on SEAL Team 6 is pretty good. Hog Team 6.
I don't love that.
Okay, the Hog Warriors sounds like somebody that play in Edwards League. No offense, but I mean,
I feel a little offended.
Well, you guys call yourselves the what?
Well, you should feel offended.
You guys call yourselves the what?
I had no decision in naming the team.
I didn't point you personally responsibly. I said in your league.
The Shooters.
Shooters.
Yeah, so Hog
which is
Warriors,
ironic because we suck at shooting.
Hog Warriors sounds like somebody to be in your league.
Yeah,
the Hog Warriors are
You're
playing
right.
the Shooters tonight.
Let me. Do you want to know like all the teams in the league?
I do. I would
could
like
probably,
to know all the
I
names
think
in
I
your
have
rec
a
league.
standings list.
Yeah, that's
compare. Let's
please.
compare to these names.
Yeah, and by the way, when's your next game?
We're off this week, and we
got
have
a bye week.
We have 2 next week.
Oh,
yeah, it's
a
going to
bye
be
week
brutal.
followed
next
by
week.
two
8:30
rugged
tips
2-game
next week.
stretch. And what's your record?
We are 6-2,
and that has you where in the standings?
I believe tied for second.
Well, that's a race to the finish, Chuck.
We've lost to the top
is.
2 teams, so.
You
if
guys
that
ever play a
tells you
game at
anything.
a decent hour? So always like these 8:30.
Yeah,
games.
we used to. We had a couple of 6:30
now,
tips, but no.
Like the rest of the way.
It's like the
Chuck's
rest of the way
asking
is like
because
8:30.
We've been threatening
talking
to come
about
to one of your games.
Yeah,
with all
you
your
kind of
guys.
missed your opportunity there.
Well, the 8:30 part's a pretty good excuse.
Yeah,
That-
I don't know.
That helps a lot.
I might find a way.
You should.
But if I do,
I would
just
welcome that.
just know the intent there is to get content for the show.
I found the Bronze League standings.
Oh, this is good.
All right, we've got in first place Rack City, which isn't that
That's
the same
another
thing?
name.
Yeah,
on here.
it's literally Rack.
What I said, these sound
City.
like names in your rec league.
All right, number 2 is Norm Macdonald's son. Can you remind me his name? Marty's team, the Hershey Spartans. In third place, we have the Shooters.
Do they have a sponsor? Is Hershey sponsoring them?
I don't know if they work for Hershey. I
may.
don't know.
Hey,
I'm not sure.
They got the best uniforms.
All right, the Fundamentalists. The Minnesota Lynx, which is just a WNBA team name.
Yeah.
Slam Before Time. That's not bad. We've got issues.
Yeah.
Well, at least they're up front.
They sound authentic.
D1 worthy. They were not. They were really bad.
Good mercy.
That's the joke.
Stormborn. I don't know what that means.
That's a Game of Thrones reference.
Swish Squad. The Eagles. The Ball Hogs.
Yeah.
Wasn't that on there? Or
Yeah.
no? What
No,
what
but
was
I've
one?
seen that name
Okay.
before.
Ish
in like
Smith
kid basketball.
Elite. Ish Smith Elite,
Shout out
one of the best
Ish
journeymen of all
Smith.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he
what-
played for
How many-
13 teams.
Dang, how many teams are in
and
this
the
league?
UPS men, 14, and then there's
Wow, and you
there's
guys are in
15 in
second.
the Silver League. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is.
That's a lot of teams.
Well, anyhow, we digress. But this thing that they've got going on for off-season workout seems like, they call it War on the Hill, the off-season competitive battle that establishes our standard. Within that is Tour of Duty, early morning competition that all boils down to who wants it more, who's willing to fight, who's got what it takes. That's from C.J. Brown, who described it on his social media post of what it's like going on, or what it's like being in it. So it sounds like, what I like when I hear Silverfield talk is he's got a plan for things, and they're executing that plan. And so that's a little bit of what they're doing in the offseason. Chuck, your thoughts?
Well, no, I you've got to.
Chuck's like, those are my favorite types of things to talk about. I like it when they get in there and they do it in the weight room.
No, hey, whatever you've got to do to build a team, and everybody does it their own way. And when you've been around a while, you do hear these things, and sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But yes, he's got a plan. There's no question about that. And look, if whatever you got to do to build your team, if it's create competition, and he's obviously done this before. It sounds like a lot of what they're doing is what they did in Memphis when he was there.
Yeah, a little bit on the quarterback position too, because KJ Jackson, we thought, man, there might not be a more important player that you got to keep on this team. Him and Quincy Rhodes, those two guys stand, felt like a big deal at the time. Here's what Silverfield said about the quarterback spot.
It is a wide open competition, and that started the minute they said that they're Razorbacks, right? From the film study to the work they're doing, right? They do a lot of things on their own, throwing with the wide receivers. Obviously, we can't be a part of that stuff. So that competition is a day in, day out thing, but working together. And ultimately, it's one of those things. I don't sit here and say, hey, by the spring game, we're going to announce a starter. I think truly and wholeheartedly. Now, if someone has separated themselves so much so, maybe that's a different story. But I believe this thing is going to go all the way through August. And that's not a bad thing. I've dealt with that before, at every level, right? Whether in the NFL, college, like, hey, really trying to get a feel for what it looks like. The good news is, even though none of them are overly, like you said, experienced, powerful quarterbacks, we've got great faith in what they're capable of doing. We believe they can all be legit, powerful starters and the ability to win a lot of SEC football games. And so excited about who they are, what they're about, the way they're learning the scheme, the way they're going about their work. So quite excited about that room.
So a little bit from the head coach on the quarterback situation.
I think that's good. I think it's good that you have quarterback competition. I was one of those who said that keeping KJ Jackson's one of the most important things for Ryan Silverfield to do. He's got this kid out of Memphis, though, that everybody's talking about and very heralded.
A.J. Hill?
Yeah, I think, Bart, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't he the highest-rated recruit Memphis had signed?
Yeah, especially at sure at that position.
Highest-rated quarterback.
He was the number 10 quarterback in the country.
All right, so, you got two guys right there that are going to compete for the job, and I like that. To me, one of the things that happens sometimes on teams that don't win is because you don't have as much talent as the other teams out there. Guys come to practice every Tuesday and know that if I just don't blow my knee out between now and Saturday, I'm going to start. And that's enough for them. And so I think there need to be some Mondays and Tuesdays where you feel a little uneasy about your spot, because sometimes that's when you do your best work.
It sounds like that's his whole thing. Like everybody needs to be on edge right now. Everybody needs to earn their spot. Everybody needs to earn every single thing in the program, and we're going to be disciplined. And he said this stuff a bunch. We're going to be the most intelligent team out there. We're not going to beat ourselves. Those are things a lot of coaches say, but, it's really important after watching the last couple of years at Arkansas, because you felt like that just wasn't the case. It wasn't happening for whatever reason. And you got 50 new guys on this team. And what do they come out looking like when you see them play? You'll be able to see talent on the field. Like it should be obvious whether guys can play or not at certain positions, but you're not going to really know until we get to August. So we take what we can from the things that are happening now, but obviously this is it's a long string between now and August, and we've got basketball and baseball happening right now, and a big basketball game tonight. We'll take some calls coming up. 877-377-6963. It's Ash Wednesday. It's 7:15. And we're glad you're here. Chuck and Bo Show brought to you in part by First Security Bank. I love First Security Bank because of the way they help you when you come in there. I've been in banks where it's like, I don't even know who I'm talking to right now, and I'm not sure they know what they're talking about. At First Security, you get somebody friendly every time, and they're going to get you to the right professional to address whatever the questions you have are, whatever it is. Home loans, checking accounts, money market accounts. Where should my money be? Should it be in this account or that account? FSbank.com. You can go online and learn more about them, or you can find one of their many convenient locations, over 70 locations throughout the state of Arkansas. Banking better every day. First Security Bank, member FDIC. Derek, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
How about them hogs, gentlemen?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
He's Chuck Barrett.
He's Bo Mattingly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. I've probably got 2 hours of sleep, and you said, yeah, I'll do the show at 7 a.m. And I'm like, are you sure?
Well, I have to be honest. I would not get up for Mini Man Bo, but I will.
Yeah, that's funny.
I will wake up for you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Holly Rowe. Well, she was
superstar.
So nice and great coming on in Hot Springs. Does a great job. I mean, talk about someone that works, man. She's so, like she almost like a college basketball official. She's somewhere every night doing a different game.
Well, and you don't just show up either. I mean, you don't just walk in, and I mean, you got to prepare too, and that's the part that's I'm sure pretty difficult.
I'm glad you said that, Chuck. I think people think that you just show up and do this show every day. I mean, the hours of just toiling over the midnight oil to come in and turn phrases the way only you can.
Well, I'm just talking about the game she does.
Yeah. Well, I was talking. I know you were, but I wanted to shed light on you as well. David and Cersei.
I think you were taking a shot.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't taking a shot. Not at all. Would never. David and Cersei. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. Well, now that I'm retired and the deer hunting is slowed down to 1 day a week, maybe two, I have a lot of time to do a lot of analytical work concerning the basketball team, which I'm sure nobody actually cares about. But I've got to tell you what I've got.
Okay.
As far as our chances in the NCAA tournament, as far as the team, you know what you're going to get out of Acuff, Richmond, Thomas, not necessarily how many points or how well they're going to shoot each game, but you know what to expect. You know what you're going to get. With Pringle and Ewan, Pringle just had a 21-minute game with 1 rebound. Ewan had 19, 1 rebound. they got to pick it up to 5 or 6 anyway. So what does that leave us with? That leaves us with Brazil. He's the key to a long run in the NCAA tournament. If his recent play is any indication of what we can get, if he comes up with those 8 rebounds, 4 or 5 blocks, 10 points would be nice. If he can continue to do that, I believe we've got a shot to go a long way. I really do.
All right.
I appreciate you letting me give my thoughts.
Diving in. I like it. There we go. Bart
makes a lot of good points.
Chevy at Fayetteville Situation Room is he's in trouble. David continues to not deer hunt and works on analytics. A, Jerry Palm's out of a job again, and B, Bart is I don't know. He's going to have to keep pushing.
Well, the grind never stops.
The grind. Yeah, it does.
Sterling in Center
It's
Ridge.
endless.
Sterling, good morning.
Hey guys, and David putting everybody on notice. So, Bart, you're gonna have to step it up, Bart.
Well, I'll do what I can, Sterling.
Yeah, well,
you know me. I'll step it up.
I think you are stepped up.
And don't be afraid to pick some basketball games, Bart. I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's some people out here
Exactly.
that make
Yeah,
money.
we talked about that. We've talked about
Hang
that.
on, Sterling. I got you.
The grind never stops.
We're going straight to the Ivy League.
No, there's no Ivy League action
Does New
tonight.
Mexico have a
unfortunately.
basketball team?
New Mexico's pretty good. They're
Okay.
gonna make the NCAA tournament.
Have
Maybe
you
win a
ever
game.
been to a Lobos game? For all the New Mexico
Have
talk,
you ever even
and-
been to Albuquerque?
I've been to a New Mexico NCAA tournament game,
But you've
as a
never
matter of
been
fact.
to the pit.
I've never been to the pit. I would very much like to go. It's considered one of the great venues in college
So
basketball.
yesterday you refused
hosted
to
a
go.
Final Four.
You refused to go to Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, but if we'll send you to Albuquerque, you're in.
Oh hell yeah!
Done.
That's way better.
What kind of
It's
content
Albuquerque.
would we get out of that, Chuck? What do you think this would be would this be a loss leader or would this be an ROI for us?
Well, when it comes to Tuscaloosa or Birmingham, I mean, everything's kind of familiar. Everything's, it looks similar to what it does here. You go out to Albuquerque, that's a different world.
There'd
out
be
there.
food all
Yeah.
over Bart's Instagram story.
Oh yeah. Anyway, Sterling, Illinois State -2.5 tonight. It's really disgusting. It's a gross play.
That is gross.
It's
Filthy.
Murray
Filthy.
State at Illinois State. I back Illinois State -2.5. I expect them to win by 6 or 7.
Screams
All
degenerate.
right. Hey, but
Hey, the
if you
man
go to
asked.
Albuquerque, just make the yeah. Just remember, you go to Albuquerque, make the right turn. Don't be like Bud.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, I just got a couple of comments. And I get off here and let other callers do their thing. The administration at Kansas State is the embarrassment in that situation. Pay the man.
Jerome Tang fired. They're
Pay the
trying to
man.
do it with cause after he had a press conference where he threw his team under the bus, and now Kansas State's trying to fire him for cause. I know it's looking less and less likely. And when you hire Tom Mars, you're an immediate favorite.
They'll find middle ground. He's not going to get $18 million, but he's not going to walk away empty-handed either.
Don't be like St. John's, and even my beloved Razorbacks when they were saying beat him and wasn't looking for a job. Just pay the man. Just pay the.
Well,
they
but
got a contract.
here's the thing: Mike Anderson, he didn't throw his team under the bus. Bielema didn't throw his team under the bus. Tank did something there that wasn't very smart, in that he gave the people that wanted to fire him already reason to fire him. And I don't know that this is going to be a slam dunk either way, and that's why I say I think they'll find some middle ground.
I'm going to bet on Tom Mars getting every penny of it. Now, I could be wrong, and Chuck, you might be exactly right, because normally these buyouts, even when they're not trying to fight you for cause, they end up negotiating them somehow.
Well, now hang on just a second. Just because we like Tom Mars or just because we have confidence in Tom Mars, that does not make Jerome Tang right.
Oh, no.
It does not make Jerome Tang right.
No. I'm saying it would be unprecedented for a firing of cause to come off a press conference like that. I'm not saying you couldn't say something at a press conference that you would win on cause. But, I mean, coaches have been saying things from press conferences forever that were worse than this that didn't lead to firing for cause.
Well, from what I understand, Jerome Tang's been trying to get out of there from about the first month he was on the job. That's always been the word.
Wouldn't you?
Well,
Manhattan, Kansas. Wouldn't
but
you
my
be like,
point is, hang on just a second,
I'm with you.
Here's my point. If I was the AD at Kansas State, this guy doesn't want to be here. He loses. I mean, he's on a 6-game losing streak right now, 6-7. Throws his team under the bus. Doesn't take any responsibility. Doesn't take any responsibility whatsoever. And I got to pay him $18 million. Are you kidding me?
That's college sports. Like, why can't you fire guys for cause for losing? Like, seriously, why can't?
I'm just saying I think they'll find middle ground. He's not going to get $18 million. He's not going to get $18 million. And I'll tell you what else he's not going to get. He's not going to get a head coaching job, at least not for a while.
They need to pay him something. And
they will. They will. They will.
Yeah, what Mick Cronin did last night, he looked like a clown.
Yeah,
that foul was one of the weakest. I mean, it was just a regular foul. I mean, a regular foul, and he's gonna act like that. I mean, I ain't saying that the young man should do like Sprewell on Mick Cronin, but you gotta get your hands off my jersey. I mean, when all I did was play basketball. Next time I just go let him shoot a layup. I just olay it and let him go and just watch him. I mean, that was ridiculous.
I agree.
The man went for the ball. He didn't undercut him. I mean, Duke done did. We got Leitner stumping on people. I
think Chuck's right. I think he was trying to show off for Tom Izzo. Mick Cronin was. He was.
I do. That's exactly what I think.
I didn't hear it. I just got on. I heard Brent. That's when I came on. And boy, fire him with calls.
Mick Cronin. Oh yeah.
The one thing that I will say about what Cronin said after the game to the reporter, and then what Tang did too. You know, I've been back there, and you have too, Bo. I mean, it's really frenetic after a game. There's a lot going on. And within 10, 15 minutes, these guys are being thrown in front of a pack of wolves, and they got to answer questions. Yeah. It's a very, very difficult task. And we can easily say, well, they get paid a lot of money. That's why they do it. And that certainly is part of the equation. But I'm amazed at how much self-control a lot of these guys display in those situations, because they do get asked dumb questions.
All the
time. They do. And anymore, it's like, nobody says, well, wasn't that a stupid question? They just focus on how the coach answered it. And I'm amazed this stuff doesn't happen more often.
And I give those guys a lot of grace. I just think Mick Cronin's gone to another level.
Yeah, he went
and it's all about him. We're seeing more and more of this. It's easy to see,
agree.
right? It's easy to see when a coach makes it all about him.
I agree with that.
They start, and Jerome Tang's an example.
And I don't like those guys.
It's just like, dude, you're part of the thing. You're not the thing. And it's when you start treating everyone else like their job's way less important than yours, that's when I got a problem with you.
You better be winning a lot of games if you're going to do that.
Like every game. Away. Winning covers a multitude.
Yes, you can do that if you're winning big, but if you're not, you can't.
H&R Block will cover your taxes for you. They're going to help you make sure you get a 100% accuracy rate on your filing and then your max refund, or you get your money back. Find an H&R Block near you. They're on every corner. You'll find them everywhere. Just walk in, or you can call and make an appointment. H&R Block, 70 years of helping people with their taxes. 7:32, it's Wednesday, Ash Wednesday. Are we a bunch of idiots or what?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Chuck, you've been around a while, and look, I don't mean that ugly, and Bo, you've been around not as long as Chuck.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference in your life. We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone. And they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
That's why I came here, because you could do special things. Coach Sutton did it. Coach Richardson did it. Now let's see if we can do it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hogs are on the road to Tuscaloosa. That's where Chuck is. He'll call the game tonight. 6 o'clock start tonight. A little bit earlier, Chuck, than that 8 p.m.
I love it.
Deal where you get back in the middle of the night.
I love it.
You get back late, but are you doing the 6 o'clock hour tomorrow on a 6 p.m. game?
Yeah, I'm going to plan to be there.
Well, listen to your body like Bart does.
Bart
doesn't listen to his body; he listens to the Aura ring.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
How's your readiness today, Bart?
It's good, but not great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fat Tuesday take a toll on you?
No, I don't think it was that.
Too many Slurpees?
I don't think I got a very good night of sleep. My sleep score was only 67. So
too many daiquiris will disrupt your sleep.
Why do you think you didn't sleep well, Bart?
I just I know that I woke up around 12:30 or so and struggled to get back to sleep.
Huh.
Yeah. A lot on your mind.
I have no idea.
The everyday stress.
Have your golf lessons started yet with Bill Agler?
No. Are you going to ask me this every day?
Well, I mean, I got
it's kind of the default question.
I kind of want to get into it a little bit. Let me take Brian in Greenwood's call first. Brian, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Brian, what's happening?
Good morning. All this Jerome Tang talk has got me doing some reflection and counting my blessings. Because if I remember right, after Musselman left, the top of the leaderboard for the coaching search was Chris Beard, who's now 11-14 and 3-9 at Ole Miss. And when he turned down $5 million, it seemed like the next one prior to that Final Four visit with Calipari was going to be Jerome Tang. And can you only imagine if Juracek would have been allowed to hire Chris Beard or Jerome Tang without the influence of John Tyson bringing Calipari in here, where we would be at as a fan base at the moment, and how Hunter Juracek's head would be on a stick?
Well, I mean, let's not blame Hunter for something that didn't happen. So, I mean, I understand that's kind of the in vogue thing there. I don't know how, and you know, I could be completely wrong on this, but I don't know how much, you know, sometimes agents put coaches' names out there. And from what I understand, Jerome Tang did want to get out of Kansas State pretty quickly if he was, you know, if he could pull it off. And I don't know if he was close to, you know, when you say Hunter had been allowed to hire Jerome Tang, I don't know that would have happened.
Yeah, I
mean, you know, we'll never know anyway.
He's not wrong about Tang's name being mentioned.
Yes, it was
there.
out there, absolutely.
And by the way, you know, a couple of years ago, Jerome Tang was a really well thought of guy and a really well thought of coach. And this thing has spiraled. And I think we're also seeing, you know, his press conference was an indication of this. We've talked about this quite a bit today because of Mick Cronin. Listen, this thing spirals on people. I mean, it's hard on you. And when you're losing,
makes it different.
And when you're losing, you know, you get out there and you're answering the same questions, and you're, you know, losing. What'd you say, 6, 7 in a row? Did you realize that?
No, I didn't realize it.
The boys did. The boys in here,
so dumb.
They went immediately to the 6, 7 thing.
I regretted it immediately.
It's a good thing I wasn't there, or I'm not there.
I hate the world.
Our friend Clay Maxey's phoned in from Mountain Home. Clay, good morning.
Morning, Bo. How we doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Man, doing good. I'm just thinking about Bart and you know, all the opportunity that we've got coming up with the weather changing and the golf season coming upon us. And you know, so hearing some of the talks yesterday about Bart, you know, his mental preparation for what this season could bring.
Yeah. Is it time to come back to Mountain Home, to Big Creek?
Yeah.
Are you willing to host him again? Are you willing to host? I mean, it's an ordeal. I mean, like everything short of Secret Service is there.
We've got an open date that we've circled the calendar for Bart to come in. We've got our own version of Secret Service that we plan to keep him safe with all the gallery that we had.
Well, the kids and the schools being let out and all that stuff for the
buses.
Junior golf.
It was all the school buses.
The junior golf lesson he gives on the range before going out to play. I mean, it's an ordeal. The champions dinner the night before. What date are you thinking?
Well, we've got the Big Chief. That's the Saturday, Sunday of April the 18th and 19th, which is going to be a big event. You know, a big draw for the club, one of our biggest tournaments of the year.
3-man scramble.
So what we were thinking,
that's the 3-man scramble, 2 days.
3-man
Course is
open day.
Premier
Anybody
condition.
wants to come.
All right.
Premier condition.
That's Saturday and
But
Sunday.
we were thinking kicking that off maybe April the 17th with Breaking Bart
on Friday,
and give him some time to prepare. And we just like to see what he can bring again.
Maybe
that's 2 months, man. You got to get busy, Bart.
I mean,
February's a short month. You got to get out there and start hitting some balls.
That's a good lead, though. That's a good lead time. Yeah. Bill Agler, Hall of Famer, golf professional, has offered to give you lessons.
Mm-hmm. You don't have a day to waste now.
No,
I would get on this. Are you good with that? The 17th of April. I think it's great. It's perfect setup. Friday before the Big Chief at Big Creek. Everything will be in premium condition. I mean, it's always in great condition. But this is like tournament ready. You know? Like, this is like, I mean, everybody's on high alert. You know? Everybody's on their best behavior. And there'll be massive crowds following you. Are you ready for a gallery?
Massive.
Are you ready? Are you ready for a gallery?
I'm always ready.
He thrives in that setting.
Yeah,
he thrives.
I prefer a gallery.
You know, Bo, he was ready. He was ready last time. You know, we saw Bart and the competitiveness and how committed he was to the game and to fulfilling the job. It was, man, he showed some true heart
and a good attitude. That lost ball really got you. The lost ball got you. By the way, this is all on YouTube. You can go watch Breaking Bart. It is theatrical television. I mean, it is. Wouldn't you say, Chuck? I mean, it was.
Oh, it was. Yeah. I mean, it was.
All right, let's plan it. I'm in. April 17th.
All right, April 17th.
We're going to tee off after the show. We'll do the show on
Sounds
Friday.
Good to me, guys.
You got to get up at 4, Bart. You got to still roll out there and do it. You don't even have. You can come in at 8 for the show. That's fine. You come in at 8. Chuck and I will handle
Bart,
it.
would you prefer a nap and an afternoon round?
That could be arranged. I don't know. We could even wait till the kids get out of school so they can all be there.
Yeah. Right at the end of the day. Can you imagine the size of the gallery? You know,
kids
5, 6
around.
o'clock. Bart's on the, like the 15th hole.
Yes.
And, the sun's starting to set.
Right there.
The number of people that would go, plus the photo opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
And the autographs.
Oh, as the sun sets.
Bart looks at a third grader, says, hold my beer. I got to sign this.
That's right.
Would you sign this? Yes, hold my beer.
Yeah,
and he signs the kid's visor. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, this is going to be amazing.
So I was a little bit taken back by Bart not going to Tuscaloosa with Chuck, and there being like this showdown, maybe cage match between him and Nate Oates.
That'd be great.
He's just down here. He's just letting me take all the heat down here. I'm having to run
I wish Bart would sit
here.
in the front row of Nate Oates' press conference. How do you feel, Nate? How do you sleep at night? How do you
He'd
sleep?
recognize your voice right away. You wouldn't even have to identify yourself. Just the moment you started talking.
I'm sure.
They got a picture of you in the building.
I'm sure they do.
Banned.
Yeah, no, I doubt that Nate Oates knows that I exist.
Clay, we appreciate the offer. We got to go to break. It's a beautiful offer. We accept. Bart, you've accepted, correct? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Yeah. You got 2 months.
You in?
Yeah.
Say I'm in.
I'm in.
Say it out. Say it with your chest.
I am in.
April 17th, Bart will be trying to break 90 and get back at Big Creek. All right, awesome. Thank you, Clay.
I'll tell you what I read, and you guys know I read things normal people don't read. I go to the depths for this show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Customer service is a buzzword. People just throw it out there. What is it to you?
Showing up when you say you're going to show up, returning phone calls, providing the service that you promised to provide. Because, if we're all asking to get paid for what we're doing, we need to do what we're getting paid for. And do it with a good attitude and being responsible, not only responsible to show up, but responsible to the relationship.
A relationship you can count on from Clay Maxey and the folks at Teamwork Roofing and Construction. TeamworkBuilt.com. Built on quality, powered by teamwork. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like walk-ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine, like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites, like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
The nation's best home court advantage lives inside Bud Walton Arena. The Razorbacks are back inside the Basketball Palace of Mid-America, and Coach Calipari and the Hogs need you there and need you loud all season long. A limited number of single-game tickets are available right now. Just head over to ArkansasRazorbacks.com and purchase yours today.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
I want to see you and Bart in the old three-legged race.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Let me just...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit GoPaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Don't
don't throw cake or candy or cookies out here and like expect anything but like feeding time at the zoo.
I bought.
It's going to be ugly.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck and Bo on Demand's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. We're streaming live on YouTube. You can catch it on demand there as well. Spotify, Apple, wherever you get podcasts, you can catch the show in podcast form. If you miss anything, find it there, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, where you get all kinds of selection, pre-owned vehicles, 5 great brands, Acura, Chevy, Honda, Toyota. And Bart's been there, got a ride. Chuck's been there, got a ride. And right now, Bart's in the Situation Room while Chuck is in Tuscaloosa with a Winter Olympics update.
All right, here we go.
That's right. I've got a gold medal to report. Michaela Schifrin wins the gold medal in the women's slalom.
Play the anthem.
She won by 1.5 seconds. If you add up the winning margins of the winners at the last 7 Olympics, you get a total of 1.51 seconds. So just to show you like how dominant she was.
That's a blowout.
It's essentially a blowout. More action coming your way later today. We have men's curling round robin. The U.S. needs a win against Great Britain.
Win in the worst way.
Yeah, that's underway. That's underway now. We'll get you an update on that. But a big one later today at around 2:00 Central Time. The U.S. hockey team takes on Sweden in the knockout stage. It's the quarterfinals.
It's a big day
of the hockey tournament there at the Olympics.
Big day in Italy at the Winter Olympics. Hey, you're here. Nobody does more Winter Olympic updates than Bart inside the Chuck and Bo Show.
We've got some short track speed skating later today too. If you're into chaos.
I mean, the whole Winter Olympics is chaos.
That's right.
It's dangerous chaos.
Crashes.
That's right. The Winter Olympics, we have determined just this year, are now our favorite. Chuck and Bo Show, Ash Wednesday. It's almost 8 o'clock. Good morning. There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters. Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to jamesboyett.com. I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
Donuts, Red Bull, and lottery tickets. I mean, how could you want anything
Courtesy
more?
of the Chuck and Bo Show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
At First Security Bank, banking isn't one size fits all. It's personal because everyone's financial journey looks a little different. From managing day-to-day spending to running a small business to helping your kids learn more smart money habits or taking that big step toward buying a home. At First Security, you get the services you expect, the technology you need, and the real support of local people who live here, know the community, and take the time to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Life moves fast, and having a bank that moves with you makes a difference. Whether you prefer stopping by a branch, banking on the app, or picking up the phone to talk with someone who actually knows your name, First Security is there. They offer smart tools like mobile banking, bill pay, and mobile check deposit, along with thoughtful solutions like flex banking for kids, checking built for small businesses, and local mortgage lenders who guide you through the home buying process. Choose the power of personal. Bank better at First Security. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Previously heard on the Chuck and Bo Show.
I didn't know, I gotta admit, I did not know that Paris Hilton shared a birthday with Michael Jordan.
45 years old. She looks so young.
So does Larry the Cable Guy.
He does. Yeah. Wow.
Same age,
what
too.
A group. Ed Sheeran.
Yes.
Ed Sheeran's only 35.
Would you believe that Michael Jordan and Larry the Cable Guy are the same age?
Also, it just seems like this is bad timing. It's unfortunate for cauliflower that it's National Cauliflower Day on Fat Tuesday.
Yeah. I wonder if that was by design.
That's kind of a bad break for cauliflower.
Bad beat.
It feels like to me.
I would not want to share a day with Fat Tuesday, especially if I was
another healthy food,
a tasteless vegetable. going up against King K. Fat Tuesday.
You haven't had fried cauliflower?
I was going to say, Chuck, you strike me as somebody who's never had cauliflower buffalo wings before.
Yeah. I've not had those. I've had cauliflower mashed, not mashed potatoes, but mashed as though they were potatoes, and that's not bad. Cauliflower's okay.
It's important.
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
I wasn't attacking. I was not attacking.
I don't think big cauliflower is coming for you.
Cauliflower is going to be pissed at him. I was just kidding.
Big cauliflower.
Big cauliflower's all over me.
He's just offended cauliflower.
I know. All the cauliflower eaters out there are coming for me.
With all due respect.
Yeah, with all my respect. Every ounce I have. I'm good with cauliflower.
Tasteless vegetable. Respectfully.
Well, you put a little ranch dressing on it, it's not bad.
I'm not sure I've ever heard you apologize for a take before, quite like that.
Well, I realized very quickly. There was like, I could see all the health food freaks coming after me.
Oh, golly, man.
Hey, thanks for tuning in this morning. Hang out with Bo and me every weekday morning from 6 to 9 live on YouTube or Twitter, or catch up with the podcast version of the show available on Spotify and Apple.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
This team still can get a lot better with freshman guards continuing to grow, and they're playing so well. They can still get better. And so I think that if we put all the pieces together and stay healthy, this team can really, really go a long way. It's a much better team than last year, but that's already been shown. I think last year we ended up finishing 8th in the conference. We're one game out of first place right now, so it's a different team. It's got much more talent. If we can get the defense locked in a little more, then it can be
Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
Driving my son to school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
Oh, what a day. What a day. Got through Fat Tuesday. We're on to Ash Wednesday. We got a game tonight. 6 o'clock in Tuscaloosa. The Hogs and Alabama. This is going to be a high-scoring game. At least that's what the experts say.
Well, and if you've not heard, Carter Knox is not going to play. Isaiah Seeley's not going to play. Isaiah got hurt in practice this week. Carter still got some issues with the knee. So it's going to be an up-and-down game. And there's going to be guys that are going to play 38, 40 minutes tonight. I was talking to Trevin Brazil last night in the hall on the way out of shoot-around. And, you know, he said, hey, we're getting ready to play 40 minutes tomorrow night. And that's the attitude I think you have to have.
Kenny Payne spoke to the media before they headed to Tuscaloosa.
No question. I think we talk about, we say it in a different way than what you just said. We talk about let's continue to get better. We're playing for something bigger. Let's continue to build on what we've done. Whatever our weaknesses are defensively, offensively, let's get better at. Let's each guy get better at. Instead of putting it on one particular, let's win the SEC, we talk about being our best, which is the same thing.
And tonight, if they can go on the road and beat Alabama, it will be their best victory on the road this season.
They've played a lot of quad one games. They've won they've won a good number of them. This would certainly be a big win, and you got to win tonight to keep pace with Florida. And Alabama's trying to pull even with Arkansas in the standings. If Alabama wins tonight, they both beat two back of Florida, tied for second place. Kentucky lost at home last night
to Georgia.
Yep. So Kentucky's dropped back a full game now. Kentucky, had they won last night and had Alabama beaten Arkansas tonight, they'd have been tied for second place. So there's a lot of movement going on. Standings are fun to watch. It would be good to win the SEC. If you don't win the regular season, it'd be fun to win the tournament. But the biggest thing is, when you get to the NCAAs, and as you just heard Coach Payne say, and as Coach Cowles talked a good bit about, that's the bigger prize, and that's the one you have to keep your eye on.
What's the key tonight?
Well, I think you're going to hear coaches scream "get back" at the top of their lungs over and over and over again. It sounds simple, but there are going to be a lot of long rebounds. Look, if Alabama's going to shoot 40, 45 threes, and as Cal said on his radio show Monday night, if they come out and hit 20 of them, just get on the bus, fly home. You got beat. But if they don't, there are going to be a lot of long rebounds. There are going to be opportunities for Arkansas to get into transition. As Bart pointed out, Alabama's not been a team that's gone off on a lot of huge runs. But you got to factor in road games and neutral games with that too. Inside this building, they've been really tough to beat. I mean, Arkansas's not won here since 2020. It'll be a game of swings, and I'm sure there will be some runs on both sides tonight.
Bart is perked up over there in the Chevy Fayetteville Situation Room.
Yeah, I mean, look, Alabama shoots more threes than anybody in the country relative to their total number of shot attempts. I think this game's going to be decided at the free throw line. Alabama, not a team that, gets to the free throw line a ton. They send opponents to the free throw line a lot. Arkansas doesn't send opponents to the free throw line a lot. Can Arkansas make up for any sort of Alabama advantage on the perimeter at the free throw line? Look, and here's the thing. The Razorbacks shoot it just fine from three, too. Acuff is shooting 43% from deep. Thomas is shooting 39%. Brazil shooting 37%. Arkansas can shoot it, too. Now, you don't want to get into a shootout with Alabama just because of the sheer volume of shots they get up. So I think Arkansas sticking to their game of the Cal dribble drive offense, pick and rolls, getting to the foul line, getting Alabama guys in foul trouble, especially their guards. I think Arkansas gets to the foul line enough, makes up that advantage, and wins the game tonight in Tuscaloosa.
If Darius Acuff scores like 60 tonight and then again on Saturday, do you think he'll get the actual player of the week in the SEC or just freshman of the week?
If he doesn't, Greg Sankey needs to submit his resignation.
Oh my gosh!
I'm kidding.
I'm
kidding. But if Darius Acuff Jr. averages 60 points over 2 games,
it's a little hyperbole,
and isn't named, then everybody in the basketball office at the SEC needs to pack up.
I'm kind of asking, just wondering what it's going to take to win a Player of the Week award. But as we found out yesterday, as Bart checked with the league office, they have a committee. They decide these things.
Well, we kind of knew it was
going
to be a committee.
is, but they have a committee.
Here's the other thing.
How many committees are you on, by the way, Chuck? Are you on committees?
Not that I'm aware. No, no. I'm not committee. Committee material.
It is interesting.
Evidently.
Like Bart, are you on a committee?
I'm on 0 committees.
Like, that's just surprising to me because I would think anybody listening to this show, among the people that do, that there are people that are on committees, and I just can't see why there's just not a high demand for you to be on any committee. Like, just the way you solve problems and the way that you kind of go through, what's wrong and what's right. I mean, who wouldn't
self-evaluation?
Yes,
self-evaluation.
Yeah, I mean, like in the way that you talk about other people not doing their jobs.
Yes,
you should be at minimum, you should be on the POA.
You recognize failure in other people faster than anyone I've ever seen, Bart.
I mean, you as a POA
brutal
committee chairman would be amazing. I mean, we kid because we love it. We love it.
We love you, Bart.
Yeah.
Just like you are.
Why don't we start our own committee? What kind of committee would you like to have, Bart? You want to do our own awards? Why don't we do it like that? Why don't we do where you tell us, like you did the actual top 25 in college football? Mm-hmm. Why don't you do the actual award winners for the conference each week? Like the SEC will come out with their committee awards, and you'll come out with the real awards.
The actual
Bart's
SEC.
awards. Bart's blue ribbon panel.
I do want to know what these guys get for winning Freshman of the Week.
I think they get a certificate. I'm serious.
They get a little thing in the mail like you do at camp. Like Bart was a leader at summer camp.
I think I've seen pictures before of people posing with the award certificate.
I haven't seen these.
Yeah, I think
I am. I just wonder.
That to be true.
And are
maybe
we
they don't do it in all sports. I don't know.
Are we approaching contracts that you get a bonus for winning Player of the Week or Player of the Year?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean,
that'd be great.
There's a thought.
And then you know what has to happen there? The SEC has to get rid of the committee and be transparent with the awards because money's on the line.
Contracts depend on it.
Yeah,
I do wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Changes everything.
What a novel thought that we would have incentive-laden contracts in college athletics. Well,
I've only been saying it for a couple of years now.
It's just no,
why you should have been on the committee, Bart.
Everything's guaranteed. You got all this guaranteed money.
No, earn it.
Walk-on wide receiver, no problem.
Earn
Here's
it.
$200,000.
Earn it.
Incentive laden. It's also a lot of work, to put those kind of contracts together. I don't know if they have time for that.
Well,
all right. Well, Darius Acuff will try to lead the Hogs again tonight. But this is how you feeling about the game? It's a big road test.
Yeah, I mean, I feel, like I said, I feel confident in Arkansas's ability to go on the road and play well and be in position to win the game. I think, if Arkansas has a significant edge at the free throw line tonight, I think that's going to be the difference, and Arkansas will win the game. If you get into a shooting contest with Alabama, it's hit or miss. Look, Alabama shoots a lot of threes. That's not a guarantee that they're going to make a lot of threes. They will run hot and cold as well. They shoot a lot of threes. They're 79th nationally in 3-point percentage on the season. They shoot 36% from deep. They don't shoot 36% from deep every game. They will miss shots. Maybe not as much at home, but this is a team that's capable of going, ice cold from deep. When they played, and on the flip side of that, they might make a lot of threes and not be able to do anything else. I believe when they played Florida, they got beat by 23 points to Florida, lost to Florida. They shot 41% from three, but they can't stop anybody Alabama. They cannot stop an elite offense. And so I expect Arkansas to be able to score tonight. Let me reframe the conversation. I expect Arkansas to score tonight. Can Alabama keep up with the Razorbacks? Let's look at it that way.
Well, one thing you've got to think about, too, is make sure that three-point attempt that they put up is the only one they get, that trip down the floor. There are going to be a lot of long rebounds. You know, when you play a three-point shooting team, there are going to be a lot of long rebounds. Your guards have got to rebound well. It also gives you an opportunity on a long rebound to get a run out and score. But you can also be susceptible to giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. And they may not be immediate stickbacks, but they give new possessions, and it's time when they have the ball that you don't, you can't score. So make sure when they put up that three-pointer that's going to be the only shot that they get.
If you're not going to be in Tuscaloosa and you're looking for a place to watch the game with Razorback fans, they'll be calling the Hogs at walk-ons all over Arkansas. More than 60 televisions at each location, great meals. I mean, they've got great food. They got a ribeye steak that's great. They got some Cajun stuff you're going to love. The cheese logs, the wings, the burgers. Their menu is expansive, and if you haven't tried it, you'll enjoy watching a game there. They'll have the sound on of the game. And while you're there, ask for Flight by Yuengling. It tastes like a Yuengling, but it's only 95 calories. Brewed from America's oldest brewery. It's the next generation of light beer. It's Flight by Yuengling. Do you guys want to get into it? We got Jimmy coming up at the bottom of the hour, so he can break down the game some more. And we can also get some thoughts on the overall picture in the SEC and Arkansas NCAA tournament, like how he thinks they stack up with the rest of the country. But do you want to talk a little bit of football when we come back? Because the coaches talked yesterday. Ball security can you imagine that ball security was talked about yesterday? We'll hear from the new offensive coordinator. 8:14, the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
There are a lot of stupid people in the world, man. I think you underestimate the number of stupid people out there.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, and complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park. Hey folks, Chuck Barrett here, the voice of the Razorbacks. And if you're ready for freedom from glasses or contacts, there's only one name you need to know: McDonald Eye Associates. Whether it's LASIK, clear lens exchange, or advanced cataract surgery, they've got the solution to help you see your best, no matter your age. Doctors Betts and Mangarelli are the real deal, two of the most experienced surgeons anywhere. They've even taken care of my eyes. And now I'm seeing the basketball court crystal clear. I'm so glad I chose McDonald Eye, and you will be too.
Hey, I'm sorry if this makes too much sense. I am more than happy to hear where I'm off on this.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com. All
All right, it's officially tax season, and your local H&R Block is ready to knock it out with you. You can just walk in or grab an appointment, and you're getting 100% accuracy in your max refund or your money back. That's real people right here in your neighborhood, helping you get it done the right way. Not just now, but year-round. H&R Block. Walk in or book an appointment today. If you haven't tried a flight by Yuengling, you're missing out on the great taste of Yuengling that is a light beer. It's the next generation of light beer. Get it on draft, in the can, the new skinny cans, and now the new 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle. Perfect for any occasion. It's just 95 calories, and you're still enjoying a Yuengling. Take your beer game to new heights with Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand? It's driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
If you listen closely, you can actually hear society crumbling.
You can.
If you listen closely.
You can.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
More on the game coming up at 6 o'clock tonight. Chuck's on the call there in Tuscaloosa. We'll talk to Jimmy Dykes about 8:30. Maryland is set to hire Clint Trickett as its offensive coordinator. He was the quarterback coach at Arkansas here for, I don't know, a matter of days, couple of months. Can't really blame somebody for taking a job that's a promotion. But now they've got to figure out who's going to coach the quarterbacks. I think they're fine for now. They've got time to do that. Ryan Silverfield talked yesterday, the new head coach, obviously, and the coordinators. Tim Cramsey is the offensive coordinator. And as you might imagine, ball security came up in the conversation yesterday.
It's a lifestyle. It's not something you do every now and then. It's not something you pick up. It's not something you try out. When you're walking, I know it's a coach's statement. When you're walking with a book, you hold on that son of a gun tight. When you have a football in your hands, we haven't had a lot of opportunities to do it with rules, but they're holding it the right way. We teach them how to hold it. We teach the offensive linemen how to hold the ball. We've had a 15, 20-minute meeting on ball security and when we can reach the ball out to score, when we cannot. What is poor ball security? What is great ball security? Okay? We show stats at every single game you play. The team that has a higher turnover margin has a much better chance of winning. So we preach it, we live it. It's on the walls, OTB. We'll get the whole community starting to say OTB and TTB. And to me, that it is a lifestyle you do. It's something we talk about all the time, and that's how you become better at it.
Well, that was a big deal last year, Chuck, and the year before, really.
I think it's the most important thing from an offensive perspective. Arkansas, the last couple of years particularly, they've been dangerous offensively, but they've never really been good enough to beat you because the turnovers negated so many of the good things that they did. When you watched Arkansas offensively the last couple of years, fun to watch, up and down the field, the ability to score on any play or the ability to turn it over anytime, any place, in any situation. That was always a possibility too. Here's the thing about Silverfield. He's got a track record in this area, and it's a good one. Clay wrote about this back before the first of the year, not long after Silverfield was hired, and he kind of broke down the numbers. Let's just go beyond the last 2 years. Let's go the last 4 years at Memphis. These are national rankings, turnover margin. 13th nationally in turnover margin. Second nationally in turnover margin. That's the last 2 years. Before that, 31st and 26th. Okay? This is Arkansas. 119th. 112th. That's the last 2 years.
Jeez.
You want to know why they've not won games?
Yeah.
That's it, right there. The 2 years before that, 75th, 69th. not good enough to get you anywhere but the Liberty Bowl. But the numbers the last 2 years, that's why you went 2-10. And quite frankly, Memphis's numbers are why they probably won more games than a lot of people thought they would. It's certainly why they beat the Razorbacks. So that's an important thing. And it's not the only stat. And it doesn't guarantee you that you're going to be a great offense if you don't turn it over. But I can guarantee you if you do turn it over, you're not going to be great. I don't care how good your quarterback is, how good your receivers are, how good your running backs are. You can score from anywhere on the field. If you turn the ball over the way Arkansas has the last 2 years, you're going to end up exactly as Arkansas has.
The other side of that is Indiana. Indiana wasn't a star-studded roster. Yeah, they have a Heisman quarterback, and they have some guys that ended up being really good players, and they did a great job evaluating. But if you go look at other rosters around the country, you'll find more NFL players. But, man, they didn't turn the ball over. They had one fumble lost all year.
That's incredible.
One. First game of the year.
And they do try to tear the ball away from you in the Big Ten. In contrast to that, with Arkansas, I think finally recovered a fumble in the 11th or 12th game, and they not recovered one since the season opener.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
It's all of it, right? It's turning it over. It's not turning it over. It's getting the other team to turn it over.
Winning the battle.
And then avoiding pass interference calls, false starts, 15-yard penalties. I mean, Arkansas was like, there was a point this year that, I mean, I thought they were hitting the superfecta of, like, things to beat yourself. And Silverfield, to your point in Clay's article, at Memphis, those were not those things were taken care of. I mean, they maybe weren't great as a program. They didn't win their conference championship, but what they did was they didn't beat themselves a lot, and that puts you in about every game. And now they've got a NIL roster. They've got more money, and I know other people have money and maybe more money than Arkansas, but they've got more money than they've ever spent on a roster, and they've got a coach who's preaching all this stuff. So let's see what happens. Jimmy Dykes coming up next. It's 8:24. You know, I tell you about the sweat and edge all the time, and for me, I can just tell you from my personal experience, it's been a game changer for me. I think a lot of us just figured out a routine to get our way through it. And that was certainly me. Caffeine was a big part of that. But I got the sweat no edge, and that's just getting a free test of your labs and where you are. And if you want to feel like you once did, there's a good chance it's possible. Men's performance, confidence, longevity, it's the sweat no edge. Look better, feel stronger, perform at a higher level. I mean, it might be hair restoration, hormone therapy, including battling or dealing with low T, advanced skin treatments, peptide therapy. You can sleep better. You can feel better. Get checked out today. Search the Sweatnum Edge and be a new you. I mean, look, this is what we do. We heal the hurting. We touch the hearts. We talk about the things that matter to people.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
People were so excited about just our showing up when we said we were going to show up, calling them back. When we gave them a price, the price didn't change throughout the job. The price was what the price was. And so that experience that I've got in the years that I've been in customer service has taught me that if you could just keep your word, people will keep coming back.
It's what Clay Maxey and the people of Teamwork Roofing and Construction are all about. Learn more at teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction, built on quality, powered by teamwork.
Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
One of my things right now, why am I still going? I can't leave this profession like it is and then walk away, because my son's in this profession. There are young coaches in this profession. And so I'm looking at this saying, we got to be part of this solution before we walk away from this. And that's part of my purpose now. Why is he speaking out about this? I want the kids to make money. I always have. I've been one of those coaches that said they should have a right to their name, image, and likeness. It's theirs. They should be able to sell it. Because we wouldn't respond that way, because of the arrogance, because of the way where you're worried about the organization instead of the kids, we're where we are right now. Now, free agency, NIL, tampering, offering, all this stuff, instead of you come with me because I can make a difference.
Are you raising your voice at me?
We can work together. I'm not telling you I have a magic wand, but what I'm telling you is these kids, look what they've done, where they've gone, and they were sitting where you were. So we have a history of doing it, but I can't do it for you. But I've always been about the kids getting money. I've been that way. But now where we are, no guardrails, no rules. They'll make rules to certain people now. We'll go back to, things. They're paying a quarterback $6-7 million. How? I mean, I don't understand under what we're doing how you do that. I don't care that they do it, but just explain to us how we're to do this.
When you're looking for tough, reliable equipment for people you trust, WT Equipment delivers. WT Equipment is a local, family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And they've built their reputation by carrying the brands you know and depend on. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, and Steel, they have the equipment and implements to get the job done right. Whether you're tackling a big job or everyday work, WT Equipment offers a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance, including compact track loaders, skid steers, excavators, and more. Their lots are packed and ready to move with special deals you don't want to miss. Bobcat is the industry leader, tough, reliable, and built to handle any job you throw at it. Nobody does light construction or hay and forage better than WT Equipment. Backed by trusted service and support long after the sale. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment location today or log on to WTEquip.com. Tools you trust and people you know.
You know, Oaklawn and Hot Springs is where excitement, luxury, and nonstop action come together, all in one unforgettable destination. The Oaklawn Casino Resort features a 24/7 smoke-free casino with more than 1,500 slot machines, plus blackjack, craps, roulette, along with great dining, live entertainment, and energy that goes all night. When it comes time to relax, check into the luxury hotel, enjoy award-winning restaurants like the Bugler, and unwind at the Astral Spa, Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa. And it's the perfect escape with Hot Springs National Park and beautiful scenic lakes just minutes away. And for sports fans, Oaklawn Sportsbook keeps the action going year-round. Bet on football, basketball, baseball, golf, and more. Even international sports with easy deposits and withdrawals all through America's best sports betting app. Oaklawn is your Hot Springs escape. Plan your visit today at oaklawn.com.
Never miss a moment of the Chuck and Bo Show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Watch us on YouTube, Twitter, every weekday, or stream the podcast version of the show on Spotify or Apple. Just search for the Chuck and Bo Show.
The setup is really screwy right now. It is a cash grab, not just by the players, by the administrators, by everybody. Everybody. And if I was involved in it like that, I'd be grabbing now too.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Big game tonight. Alabama and Arkansas in Tuscaloosa. Jimmy Dykes will be on the call for ESPN. Chuck's already in Tuscaloosa. Jimmy's joining us on the hotline right now. Jimmy, it's always great to have you back. How are you, my man?
Bo, I'm doing great. I saw Chuck last night and Coach Z scouting out the real estate where they wanted to broadcast from. There's a certain spot where visiting radio is supposed to go, and they just say no. We like our view from here, and this is where we're going to set up. And
yes,
that's pretty much what they did last night. Yeah,
I'm glad you were there to see that. I've wondered
I think everybody
about that.
knows better than that. Hey, let me tell you, when Jimmy walks in, everybody stands up. A little bit straighter when Jimmy Dykes walks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and half of them boo.
Did Z rebound? Was he rebounding last night? Did you see that?
No,
Well,
did he get that big crate up the steps? I was concerned.
He
for
did.
him.
Well, he did. Let me tell you what happened. We get there, and Z just drops the equipment case off, and the first thing he does is run out there on the floor and start, shagging shots and throwing them back and doing his thing. And then, it came time to carry the equipment up, up like 40 flights of stairs. And fortunately for me, Dr. Cox was there. He operated on my shoulder, so he could vouch for me that I was just physically incapable of doing it. And so Z had to carry it all the way up there.
Man.
That's kind of how it went down.
That's behind the scenes.
Jimmy watched it all.
Behind the scenes with Chuck and Z.
Jimmy watched every moment.
Ready to call a game. Well, Jimmy, there's a big. This could be Arkansas's biggest road win of the year. We're getting into that, that stretch. I mean, how do you see this matchup tonight between these two potent offenses?
Yeah, it's they are built very similar. When you just start looking and just breaking it down analytically by the numbers, it's just not a lot of drop off either way. When you just go through all the metrics that Mike Kaywood listed in his notes on the front right side bottom corner. Outstanding guard play. They both want to play the same style. They both play fast. Neither team, I would say, is great defensively. I would give Arkansas a little bit of an edge there, where Alabama, who's still really struggling to get key stops. So it's a big game. It's a big game for both of them, and it's a big game in the league because if Alabama were to win this game tonight, then Florida has a 2-game lead over everybody with, I guess now Florida has 5 games left after the win last night. So, yeah, there's a lot at stake, and it's good to be in Tuscaloosa because it would be hard to find a better point guard matchup if you just could handpick one between Acuff and Philon tonight. So there'll be a lot of eyes on this game for a lot of reasons, Bo.
A lot of NBA scouts, too, I'm sure, in the building tonight. For all the talk about the up and down part of the game, and I do think that's the part that's going to be fun to watch. The ability to run a set play, in critical moments, off the baseline, out of bounds. Arkansas has been pretty good in that area. I've not watched Alabama, frankly, enough to know if they are. Maybe you have. I just kind of wonder the role that those types of plays will play in the outcome of the ball game.
Yeah, Chuck, that's a great point because I think it's going to be a close game either way. So you go back and look, and who was good coming out of timeouts and off of sideline out of bounds, who can steal points off of baseline out of bounds under. That's a big, big part of a game that looks like it's pretty even. And the other, just a big picture, back and forth, game's probably going to get in the high 80s or 90s. Then you go back and break down those 10 or 12 plays that both teams had a chance to talk about, call from the sidelines, who executed them, who got it done. That gives me something to look for tonight. So that's a very good thought, but it always plays out in tight games like this.
Let's talk about Darius Acuff for a second. A, do you think he's the best player in the league? And I know there are others that are right there. But B, just your thoughts on him relative to other point guards Cal's had, just the difference that he makes with Arkansas.
Well, I think you could argue that there's not a player in this league that's more important to his team than Darius Acuff is to Arkansas. Maybe the Tyler Tanner kid at Vanderbilt, but I just don't think he has the overall impact that Darius Acuff has. I think he right now leads the league in both scoring and assists. But I've seen all. I've seen 90% of those great guards under Calipari in person over the years, going all the way back to the first practice Derrick Rose had with him at Memphis, and he has had some phenomenal talent, man. Big guards, 6'4", 6'5", that projected to the NBA and got it done. To me, that if there's a separator with Acuff and those elite guards that he's had, is Darius's ability to shoot the ball. Man, you cannot go under on any ball screen with him. He can shot fake and sidestep into a three. He can come off of a screen and catch and shoot it like to me, that's his separating skill. But between him and most of the other point guards Cal has had, and we know he's great getting downhill, finding people. He can get in the lane with a ball screen, without a ball screen. Just all the things you look for that equates to the next level success he has. So, and Cal has had the longest line of great point guards in college ball as a college coach, and now this kid is right there at the top of the list. So, yeah, he's. I don't know who's going to be the SEC Player of the Year. He's more than deserving of getting that nod as a freshman. He's already got Freshman of the Year locked up. It just sometimes voters go with who's the best player off the best team. I'm not saying that's how you should vote, but I think a lot of voters look at that first. And if that's the case, it could be Thomas Houck. It could be Ruben Chinyelu if Florida ends up winning the league by 3 games or something.
Talking about Acuff, the mental makeup. This is a really young guy. He's a freshman. I've not seen a single moment where I've thought the moment was too big for him or that he was even close to being rattled. The mindset of a point guard to score and distribute and all the things he does. Talk a little bit about that if you would.
Yeah, Chuck, I think he has tremendous belief in himself. So therefore you don't see him ever rattled or appear to be rattled. I don't think he ever sees any moment too big for him. He's handled all the big moments. We know he's a Detroit City tough guy. Just like last night at shoot-around. I never see I know he's a great kid and a fun-loving guy, I'm sure, but when a basketball's involved, he's on the court, it's all business. Mm-hmm. And he had to look last night it was literally a shoot-around in your Crocs or whatever you want to wear. Just a very relaxed slides, whatever, no shoes, whatever you want. But there's just a seriousness about him that he realizes, hey, in 24 hours, I'm going to be back in here, and it's all on. So I love that about him. I think there's 3 point guards in the freshman class that are going to be taken in the top 6 or 7 of the draft. Darius Acuff, Keaton Wagler at Illinois, and Kingston Fleming from Houston. Those 3 guys are, I don't like to use the word elite a lot because it gets used way too much. I mean, elite should truly mean elite, and those 3 guys are elite as a point guard at the college level and will be taken in the top 6 or 7 in the next draft.
ESPN's Jimmy Dykes with us. He's going to be on the call tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN, Arkansas at Alabama. All right, you mentioned Florida, and they're leading the league, and I think everybody agrees, man, that's going to be a tough ask to knock them off the top. Arkansas goes there a week from tonight. That seems like a long way away because this is a big game tonight, and then you got to play on Saturday before you finally go to Gainesville. But let's look at Arkansas as a team. What are they lacking right now to be everything they want to be? And I asked that question as I also remember, like it looks like to me, man, they've made some pretty significant strides over the last few games in getting to where they want to go.
Yeah, I think it's if you had a question, let's just pertain it strictly to the Florida game that you asked about. Is Arkansas physical enough and big enough and good enough on the front line to hold up in a 40-minute game like that? I mean, that's still the question. It was a question back in November about this team that the play of Brazil and Ewan and Pringle was going to be a big swing factor into how far this Arkansas team can go. Because to me, I don't care about how young they are. Those 2 guards and the wing play of Billy Richmond and Knox when he's healthy, they're set. They can play with anybody and beat anybody out there. That front line has to continue to embrace physicality, especially when they go up against a team like Florida. I mean, you look back at their non-conference woes. They lost to Michigan State, lost to Duke, lost to Houston, 3 teams that were very physical on that front line. So we'll see how much growth Arkansas has made since November, December in that area. And I think they have, but in direct relation to that Florida game, Bill, that will be probably the biggest factor is does Arkansas hold up on the inside? Because that Florida front line, to me, is the best in college ball right there with Michigan. I put Michigan 1B and Florida 1A.
Jimmy, you mentioned Billy Richmond's name. With Knox out, Richmond has taken on more of the scoring load. I don't know how long Carter's going to be out, but just Richmond's emergence on the offensive end. I mean, not just all the other stuff, but he scored 25 the other night. What'd you make of that, and how could he factor into what we watch over the next month or so?
Yeah, I think Cal has done a great job of simplifying the job description for Billy Richmond, and number one is you have to be the hardest playing dude in the league. And I've had some conversations with coaches, just random conversations the last couple of weeks of guys that play hard in the SEC, and Billy Richmond comes out of every head coach's mouth. And the Kendall Weaver kid from Texas is there, Ruben Chinyelu from Florida. Tennessee has a freshman, Amari Evans, that gets a lot of talk about. But Billy Richmond, his effort, and Cal simplifying the game for him, catch it, rip drive, no hesitation, drive the ball with force downhill. Just, flying in for offensive rebounds, just playing with a reckless abandon. He's a perfect example, I think, of a guy that you don't have to call plays for. You just let him make plays. And he's thriving in that area right now. But, I mean, from the time basketball was invented to the time that it's going to be bounced for the last time, the hardest playing guys get stuff done. And that's to me, that's Billy Goat, man. That describes him as well as anything else.
We'll just wrap it up with this, Jimmy. We kind of started this way about the game tonight and who, just how it's going to be played. But your thoughts on what this one really comes down to?
Well, I think both Cal and Nate Oates will, at some point, tell Darius Acuff and LeBaron Philon, this is not a one-on-one battle between you two guys. You can't turn it into that, okay? But whoever wins that matchup, man, that's a big deal in this game. It can't be a one-on-one matchup, but at certain times, when that stat sheet's handed over for the last time with 4 minutes to go, if Darius Acuff is looking at a 30-point game and 5 or 6 assists and only 2 or 3 turnovers, and Philon is at 18 points with 4 assists and 5 turnovers, Arkansas is going to have the lead. So it all starts with the head of the snake for both these clubs tonight. And the game within the game is a great freshman point guard, Darius Acuff, against a great sophomore point guard, LeBaron Philon, and then we'll see what pieces fall around that.
Great stuff, as always. We look forward to your call. Thanks for hopping on and making time for us, man. We always appreciate it, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Okay, guys. Chuck, I'll see you tonight. Bye.
All right.
I appreciate it. Jimmy Dykes.
It's interesting that he said that at the end. We all look for that point that nobody else makes. Well, this is what's going to decide the game tonight. Sometimes it's, is your best player better than their best player? That's just kind of what it boils down to. And that's pretty good analysis right there. Speaking of analysis, and when it's time to sell a home or buy a home, it is nice to deal with someone who's a true professional, someone who can go to numbers, someone who understands what all those numbers mean, someone who can make sense of all of it, and someone who ultimately can put you in the best position as a buyer or a seller. And that's what they do at Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. They've been doing it since 1978. We talk about turning houses into homes, and that's important. But, boy, having the numbers right, knowing what you're doing, understanding what is best for the seller, what is best for the buyer. You want to deal with someone who does this every day, someone who's the best trained in the business, someone who can work for you and make it work for you. And that's what they've done, again, for a long time, since 1978. They're in Washington and Benton counties. You're going to see their yellow signs all over town. That means they're selling houses. Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith, Branson, and you can always log on to WeicherGriffin.com.
There we go. Here we go. Let's take some personal shots. You want to? I mean, come on. Let's take some personal shots at him.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Looking for the perfect light beer to kick off the new year? Flight by Yingling raises the bar for light beers. With just 95 calories, you can enjoy the crisp, refreshing taste of a Yingling, but it's a light beer. Grab a Flight at your favorite store or ask your bartender and take your beer game to new heights. It's perfect for the holidays or watching a game. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more, they carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville. When it comes to sports and work, we all understand preparation, performance, and recovery. And that's exactly how the Sweat No Edge works. I'm in the program myself. I've told you about it before. It's designed for men who want to stay competitive as they age with hormone therapy for low testosterone, peptide therapy, metabolic testing, in-body scans, weight loss, and so much more. If you want to feel like you once did, get the free consultation. Log on to sweatnomcosmetic.com or just search the Sweat No Edge.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
Hold on, guys. I'm on the Chuck and Bo Show. Hold on.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is here to help you lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service.
And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Hey, it's Bo, and I had no idea how little I knew about insurance until my man James Boyette of State Farm started telling me. For over a decade, he's been delivering real value, not just the lowest price. That means helping customers find the right coverage for their life with personalized plans that evolve as life changes. Serving all of Arkansas and Missouri. If you're looking for a true insurance partner, auto, home, life, whatever you need, go to JamesBoyett.com.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com.
Distribution Solutions Incorporated began providing superior customer service back in 1997 based out of Harrison, Arkansas, and they're supporting our local communities today and always looking for professional OTR drivers. DSI knows drivers by name. They're about their people, and when you work with DSI, it feels more like a family than a job, and they know home time matters. If you're a driver, check out their website, drivedsi.com. All the benefits, all the vacation time, and that home time that matters.
Did you know you can listen to a podcast version of the show? The Chuck and Bo Show On Demand is driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park and can be found every weekday on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Well, I just want to say we need to appreciate Boy a little more because Boy know what the hell he's talking about. Boy, too bad, boy.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
6 o'clock tonight, early tip. Got to get around. Jimmy Dykes, Carl Ravitch on the television call. Me and Z will get started about 5:30. Hey, I wanted to mention one thing about Acuff here. You run out of superlatives, and we talk about how good he is, and, you've never seen anything quite like him. He's the only player in college basketball right now to average over 20 points and over 6 assists per game. There have only been 17 since the 2009-2010 season to do this. He's got a chance to become the 18th. Leads the league in scoring and assists in conference games only. The last guy to lead the league in points and assists in the same year was Pete Maravich in 1970.
Wow.
So you're talking about some rarefied air right here, and
some floppy socks tonight. Sound in order.
Well, hey, what could Maravich have averaged if they'd had the three-point line back then? He might average 60 a game. But at any rate, what Acuff's doing right now there is historical stuff. It's not just the best we've ever seen. It's the best the league's ever seen, at least in a long, long time.
Per Bart pinging the league, going, hey, the guy needs to be the player of the week, not just the freshman.
He's the SEC. I will say it over and over again. He's the SEC Player of the Year. And if you disagree with that, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion, but your opinion is incorrect.
And I wonder if the winner of tonight's game wins the award.
I mean, if he's doing something that hasn't been done since Pistol Pete, you're the SEC Player of the Year.
Here, the season's not over.
I'm talking about right now.
And for all that Darius Acuff's done, it won't take away from that if he doesn't play well tonight. But they need him. Like, you got to keep doing it night in, night out,
and
let's see where we end up.
He's proven the ability to do that.
But as we sit here today, you would think that he is that. And lucky to have him. And, man, how much fun is it as a fan to go into games like this thinking that guy's going to really help us tonight. He might be the difference. And when the game's on the line, you went in with the ball.
He's like McFadden was in football. You feel like every time he's on the field, you've got a chance to win.
Well, hopefully the Razorbacks will have cause for celebration tonight. If you've got cause for that, Blakeman's wants to help you mark your moment. They're all about your story and what comes with it. A symbol of something you've achieved, maybe a milestone, an anniversary. Maybe you're getting engaged. It's where Arkansas does get engaged, but they are the diamond expert in Arkansas anytime, not just for engagements. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, more than jewelry, about your story, and when you have that purple bag, you can have the confidence of knowing you got it right. Chuck, have a great call tonight.
All
we'll
right,
talk to you tomorrow.
Okay,
have a
guys.
great Ash Wednesday. Chuck and Bo.
Great people, great prices, and plenty to pick from. You get it all at Fayetteville Auto Park. Acuras, Chevys, Hondas, Toyotas, even a collision center, all at one location. Shop new, used, and certified pre-owned. Plus, Fayetteville Auto Park has hundreds of new and pre-owned automobiles with big discounts starting at under $30,000. Shop our complete selection online at FayettevilleAutopark.com. That's FayettevilleAutopark.com. Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you.